What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Whoa, halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Seems like a pretty appropriate song for nowadays. Seems very, very appropriate. What's going on, guys? We've got quite a bit to talk about today. We've got a lot to talk about. Too much to talk about, actually. So I'm glad there's actually another show tomorrow. Thursday show. The Wednesday show is going to spill over into the Thursday show because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I think I got most of the marginally funny stuff on this show, except for of course Kat. I don't even know how do I say Kat's last name? Abughazaleh. I think that's how I say it. I think I got it right. I could be wrong. We're going to find out pretty soon, though, because we're going to talk about it. So, other than that, that's not real funny. There's a lot of other funny videos that I have prepped for us, including a Hassan Piker champion spotlight. Guys, I don't talk a lot of trash about other streamers. I don't get into the content creator on content creator violence. Not into it. It's not really my style. But I do enjoy a good League of Politics champion spotlight from PF Jung. I do. I like them. I think they're funny. And being that PF Jung is an enlightened centrist, it just makes it that much better because you get a non-biased point of view. It's funny, okay? It's funny, but not in the way he's not attacking. He's just calling balls and strikes, guys. Calling balls and strikes. Can't wait to get to that one. That's how we're going to end the show today, though. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to stay till the end of the show. That's the very end of the show. That's going on the Funny Live Clips channel, okay? Well, how's everybody? Let's see who's in the chat. Let's say hi, and then we'll get started. Alan again. Alan coming through. It's ever since you made Satan your profile picture. Coming through hot, Alan. Good job with number 1. Woke Mike number 2, and then Alan just took him out. 2 straight after that, showing dominance, showing how alpha Alan is, okay? Came in hot, took number 1. Tammy, what's happening, Tammy? We see Nightbot doing good job. Good job, Nightbot. We have a Twitch link from Nightbot. If you haven't subscribed on Twitch, it's a good idea. You never know how long I will last on YouTube before I get kicked off. Who knows? Which one will I be kicked off of first, though, is the real question. Which one? Alan, thank you for joining the Ginger Snaps. You are back. You are back in the Ginger Snaps. I appreciate you. Starman, I enjoy this intro music whilst getting baked. That's the way you should enjoy it. Look, I don't smoke the reefer anymore, Starman. It gave me, after 20 years of smoking the reefer, I started getting anxiety and panic attacks and depression, and that just wasn't what I was looking for. I don't know what happened there, but that happened. And since I have not smoked for 3 or 4 years now, 3 years maybe, 2 years, 3 years, yeah, who knows? Who knows between COVID and Donald Trump how many years anything ago was? Since then, no anxiety. Well, normal anxiety. Not like weird, out of the blue anxiety. Anxiety where you're like, oh yeah, no, I know why I feel this way right now. Understandable anxiety. Understandable depression and panic attacks. Things that you can explain. But if I were to be smoking, I would be listening to Rin. But I don't even smoke, yet listen to Rin still. So something to be all about is listening to the Rin. My ATM card was compromised. I had to get a new one. Oh, dude, terrible. I hate that. I hate that feeling. Somebody once when I was down in Southern California somehow got a hold of my card and used my card weeks after I was down in Southern California. I hate that feeling. KR Jung, what's happening, KR? Ben Riddings from the UK. Thank you for being here and repping the UK, Ben. Let's see. The people, always love to see the people. Can we still use hump day? On my channel, you can always use hump day, the people. Always, okay? Look, we don't do the cancel, okay? You can hump away to your heart's content as long as the other person is a willing participant, okay? That's just, if you're Donald Trump, you're Donald Trump, you do Donald Trump things. But here on the Angry Ginger channel, hump day is still official. It's still a thing. And if you choose to hump on that day, as long as you are both willing participants, we applaud your efforts. Let's see who else is here. Liz. What's happening, Liz? Good to see you. Alpha Allen. Can't see a alpha named Allen. Damn. What's up, Kevin? What's happening, Kevin? Let's see. A name decides that. Only in the alpha world does that decide it, Alan. Only in the alpha world. I can see somebody like Andrew Tate. We should call him Andy. We should call him Andy Tate. I think Andy is more appropriate for I don't know which one's worse. Which one's less alpha, Andy or Andrew? Guys, we're going to have to get a poll going for that. All right. So, today, ask the couch for permission. Sicko. JD Vance on hump day. JD Vance pays a lot of attention to the love seat on hump day. I can tell you guys that much. JD, what are you doing? It's Wednesday. Get away from me. Me and the couch are having relations. All right. We've said hi. Oh, wait. But wait, there's more. Any seat is a love seat if you love seats. That is true, KR. That is 100% true. Okay, so I got some new books, guys. It's book talk. Woke Mike, go get a beer or something, okay? Go get a beer or something. We're going to have book talk real quick, okay? This isn't for you. This is for the rest of the people. Okay, quick one. Paradise Lost. Quick story. Totally misunderstood. I was watching a video where I thought the guy said that a bunch of elites and cult leaders had read this book and it had made them into the weirdos they were. So I bought the book because I was like, I want to see what's in this book that made these people into these weirdos. And then I started reading the book and I was like, well, hold on. Did they not get, like, what in the book were they not getting? Now, this is a biblical book. It's about Genesis. It's about the book of Genesis. It's about the fall of Satan from heaven, the creation of human beings and the earth, and yada, yada, yada. It was written 400 years ago. This is a translation into English, American English, because English is a little too hard for me to understand. So I got the translation to American English, uses easy words, a lot of three short grunt language in it. Very cool book. Definitely makes you think that Donald Trump could be Satan. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow, so tune in tomorrow if you want to hear me talk about Donald Trump actually maybe being the Antichrist after reading part of Paradise Lost. Good book. Yeah, the best fiction, The People. I've said it a bunch of times. The Bible could be an incredibly good fantasy novel, okay? Not a religious person myself, secular humanist. So far, cool book. Cool book, okay? Satan, pretty cool character. Just going to say that. Somebody's going to clip that. Satan, very cool character. Beelzebub. I didn't know about Moloch. I didn't know where the weird people in our society got the whole Moloch thing from. Didn't know. Now I know. See, that's what it's all about. It's all about learning, guys. It's all about learning. Okay? We've been recently talking about the allegory of the cave. So I have purchased The Republic with Plato. Okay? Fucking student of Socrates. I've thought about making a channel called Trailer Park Socrates where I do philosophy. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be pretty good. So we've got The Republic. We're gonna read that first. We're starting with Paradise Lost. We've got bumping my mic. We've got Nicomachean ethics. Somewhere out there, there's an English teacher that was like, that guy has no idea how to say that word. Because I have Politics by Aristotle, but this is actually the book you're supposed to read before it, right? And I have not read Ethics, and I realized that we might as well. I mean, you got it. Even if you read the wrong book first, you got to go back and read the prequel. So obviously those two books go together. But we got Ethics from Aristotle. That's on the docket. And finally, guys, the smallest book. Okay, the smallest book. Book club. Yes, book club. The smallest book. A book that I've been told most people misunderstand. A book that I've been told by many a philosopher on YouTube to read because they say most people misunderstand it. And so I have The Prince, Machiavelli, Niccolo Machiavelli, The Prince. We're going to read that too. So if I join a cult anytime soon, you guys know what happened, okay? You guys know what happened. I don't have any Chilton books currently on me. But I have definitely read a Haynes manual, and I definitely have read a Chilton manual before. So I'm that old. I've got my sparkling water, and I'm raring to go, guys. New channel ID AG, except you would need to be muted. 100%. The number of mispronounced words, and I would never shut the fuck up. I could talk to you guys. My wife can tell you. I can talk to you guys about the first 2 chapters that I've read in Paradise Lost for the next 3 hours, and I would not stop talking the entire time. I have all the ideas, all the opinions. Quick one. Still haven't figured out why people that believe in heaven and hell don't realize that they're just mind states. That when you do bad things, you live in hell because you have a guilty conscience, because doing immoral things cause you to have bad, negative feelings. And the idea of heaven is really just being in a positive state. The best life that you can live is one where you feel gratification from helping others and from doing good things. Thus, heaven. The worst life you can live is one where you do negative things to people, do immoral things to people, and live with the constant concerns that people will take you out, a la Stalin, right? Like that's the Cliff Notes version right there. There's some Cliff Notes for you there. Okay? All right. Let's do the damn thing. Let's start off the show tonight, guys. Let's start it off by talking about something that's pretty important, actually. And I think this has a silver lining. You know, I'm sure Kat is not probably going to feel this way, but I think that this could be a good thing for Kat. Gets Kat's name in the news, makes people see a potential member of Congress out there in Chicago that maybe some people don't know about. So I actually think this is really, really good that we can get the name out there, even in something that potentially isn't seen by a lot of people. What's happening, Tia? It is AG, but thank you. Good to see you. What's happening? All right. So, Democratic congressional candidate Kat Abughazaleh indicted over protests outside Chicago area ICE facility. Indicted, guys. The progressive Democrat was one of 6 people charged with conspiring to hinder and impede a federal immigration agent. Kat Abughazaleh, a progressive Democrat running for Congress, has been indicted on federal charges stemming from protests outside a U.S. immigration and customs enforcement facility in the Chicago area. Kat, 26, is one of 6 people charged in the indictment. She faces 2 charges for allegedly conspiring to hinder and impede an ICE agent who was driving to an ICE facility in Broadview, Illinois, a location that has been the site of frequent conflicts between protesters and federal immigration officers in recent weeks. I'm wondering why we don't see pep talks. Pep talks, where you at? Pep talks. Is pep talks one of the people being indicted? I'm asking questions. Pep talks, where you at? Should be out there defending the cat, okay? According to the indictment, Kat and the other people charged conspired with one another through force, intimidation, and threat to prevent the agent from performing his duties. The document goes on to detail how the group stood in the way of the agent's vehicle, forcing them to drive an extremely slow rate of speed and banged aggressively on the vehicle's windows and hood. Guys, you guys, we're going to get to this in a minute, but you guys know about the guy in Tennessee that had posted the meme and had been jailed, detained because of that, right? And you guys remember that there was a federal indictment of a woman who caused a ICE agent to scrape his knuckles on the wall, right? Those, and of course, nobody can forget the guy that threw a sandwich at a ICE agent. That was pretty amazing, to be honest with you. All of those things amazing. Every one of these cases are being thrown out. Every one of them. Even the one with the meme with a Trump judge, a man sympathetic to the Trump cause, have been thrown out. So I think this is actually really good for Kat, because when they go to trial and they bring up that she has hindered them, they conspired together through force, intimidation, and threat to make them drive slowly, and then they banged aggressively on the vehicle. It's getting thrown out. It's getting thrown out. Did I see the ICE agent faceplant on the street? I did. You're talking about the one that looks like he blew his ACL? That was amazing. Because when the dude fell, if we're talking about the same video where the dude went down and had to clutch his knee, he looked like Adrian Peterson in, like, what was it, 2018, when Purple Jesus blew out his ACL at the beginning of the season. Just hobbling around like, oh, I'm okay. Nope, not okay. All right, not okay. Definitely not okay. It's, fuck around and find out. Fucker. Oh, wait, you might be talking about the one, are you talking about the one where the dude was jogging in front of him, just jogging, and the dude just totally eats shit? And then the ICE agent waves at the other ICE agent, and he's like, go, just go. And the other ICE agent's got his hands on his hips, and he's like, shit. Okay, fine. And then he starts chasing, but the guy is already gone. Let me just say this. I'm going to say that I would imagine that Hitler's Gestapo wasn't as out of shape as Donald Trump's. Donald Trump does not have a fit Gestapo. Let's just fucking speak on this honestly, guys. Donald Trump's Gestapo, not in great shape. Okay? Force and intimidation, guys. They banged aggressively on the windows and the hood. Okay? This is a political prosecution and gross attempt to silence dissent. So actually, I'm not going to read what she said because we're going to actually watch her video on that. Okay? Before turning to politics, Kat gained a large online following through her videos criticizing conservative media. In March, she announced that she was running to represent Illinois' 9th Congressional District in the House of Representatives, joining a crowded Democratic field vying to replace longtime incumbent Democrat Jan Schakowsky in the seat. She quickly became one of the most prominent members of a group of young progressive Democrats who are deeply critical of the party establishment and unapologetic about their left-wing views. And just to say this, Kat getting indicted just shows... Okay, Kat getting indicted just shows that she is already doing more than any other Democrat than, like, say, Jasmine Crockett, AOC, or Bernie Sanders. Hakeem Jeffries did a good job, came out, told Lawler to shut his mouth. I like that, and I heard him actually call somebody a name the other day, too. Good job. I like Gomez. I'm not saying that there's not. We're getting some shit going here. Gavin Newsom doing a fine job of trolling. But Kat's actually gotten indicted. Like, that's a whole nother level. That's a level to inspire to, guys. That's what we're going to do. Abughazaleh has been a regular presence at protests outside the Broadview ICE facility, chronicling the clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement and some of the physical injuries she suffered during those conflicts for her hundreds of thousands of online followers. One of her online videos features an incident that matches the date and description of the events at the indictment, which is good. That means that she has it all on video. At the Broadview ICE facility, an ICE agent tried to run dozens of protesters over with an SUV as we walked on a public crosswalk. He kept driving for about a full football field until ICE barraged us with pepper balls. So, this is her response to that. And I haven't watched this, so it's going to be very interesting. And I hope she tells me how to pronounce her damn name. Sorry, Kat. I grew up in a trailer park.
My name is Kat Abughazaleh. I'm running for...
Oh, let's get that one more time.
My name is Kat Abughazaleh. I'm running for...
Abughazaleh. Abughazaleh.
My name is Kat Abughazaleh. I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. And the Department of Justice is charging 6 people, including myself, with federal crimes for exercising our First Amendment rights.
Hold on. Sicko. The gut stopo. Trump's gut stopo. That's good. That's good. What's happening, Angela? What's up, Pamela? They are not in good shape, but they are armed. You know, armed, but are they dangerous? Some of them obviously are. Some obviously are.
Near ICE's Broadview Processing Center. This is a political prosecution and a gross attempt to silence dissent, a right protected under the First Amendment. This case is a major push by the Trump administration to criminalize protest and punish anyone who speaks out against them. That's why I'm going to fight these unjust charges, but I need your help to do it. As I and others have exercised our First Amendment rights, ICE has hit, dragged, thrown, shot with pepper balls, and tear gassed hundreds of protesters.
Didn't they just tear gas like kids in a Halloween parade? Did they not just do that? Like, this is what they're worried about? They're indicting this young woman while they're out there pepper spraying children at a Halloween parade?
Because we had the gall to say that masked men coming into our communities, abducting our neighbors, and terrorizing us cannot be our new normal. And because Chicago doesn't back down from
fucking preach
bullies in masks who tear gas our neighborhoods, this administration has resorted to weaponizing the federal justice system to scare us into silence. But we're not going to be silent. The Trump administration wants you to be afraid of speaking out against it and its anti-democratic power grabs. And there are plenty of reasons to be afraid right now, but we have to overcome that fear. This case targets our rights to protest, speak freely, and associate with anyone who disagrees with the government.
And really important to say here is that it's working. It's very important to know that. Like people got to get that through their head, because you hear so many people say protesting doesn't work. Like, talking doesn't work. People in frog suits, sure, it's funny, but what good is it doing? And this is what I say is, like, they want you to overreact right now. If you look at what's going on in this country, it's not good. Somebody said the other day, they said, you know, like, politics, government, like, it's not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be every day there is something crazy that is happening. Every day there is some kind of gaslighting going on, or just, you know, making up bullshit that we all know did not happen. It's not supposed to be like this. But one thing about it is that our judicial system, though it hasn't been as strong as, say, we would hope it would be, right? We would hope that we would have the most just of justice systems. But we already knew that we didn't. We already knew that because of the way that minorities are treated. We already knew that because of police overreach. We already knew that we had corrupt judges and people that were on the take. And with all of that being said, Donald Trump is still being frustrated over and over and over again by the American judicial system. Day in and day out, there are cases, just like Kat's here, that are being tossed out because judges are just not willing to hear the bullshit. There are cases right now that are being, the Kilmar Abreu Garcia case, right? They're being looked at as potentially being, and we all know they were, being brought strictly for vindictive reasons. And the good thing about this is that if this continues to happen and we continue to set precedents, then that means the future of the American judicial system can be stronger and stronger. And that this is like dealing with a virus, right? It's like when your immune system deals with a virus successfully, when it comes out the other side, the next time that it encounters that virus, it does much better. That's what vaccines are for, right? You can think of Donald Trump as a virus that we need to survive, come out the other side healthy, so that next time that we have to deal with some bullshit like this, we're better and we're stronger. And many other countries have already done that. Many other countries on this globe have already been through that. The Chinese have been through it. The Germans have been through it. The Japanese have been through it. We probably needed something like this to show us whether or not our judicial system can stand up to this or not. And, the jury's still out, pun intended. But do not forget that everything you guys are doing, everything that Kat is doing, it is working. It just doesn't feel like a win when you have to wake up every day to the craziness of Donald Trump. But you guys are doing a great job. And there is something that's happening right now that is very important. And people like Kat here are a huge part of that.
And while we have seen the unhinged and unlawful tactics this administration has used against the American public, it's important to remember they're doing this because they are scared. They are wrong. And they know they are on the wrong side of history. We cannot diminish ourselves in the face of these attacks. That's why we have to unite and stand up for humanity, our rights, and everyone terrorized by Trump's lawless secret police. You'll be hearing regular updates directly from me about this case and how we can use our constitutional rights to resist authoritarianism. And as scary as all of this is, I have spent my career fighting America's backslide into fascism. I'm not going to stop now, and I hope you won't either.
Nice. That's great. That is great. What she's doing is incredibly important. And like I said, I think this works out well because I don't see this going anywhere. I do see whatever judge she's brought in front of laughing this case out of the court. And you know what it's going to do? It's going to put eyes on her race. It's going to put eyes on her. This is a national story now. And then even let's say Kat does not win. Let's say Kat does not come through this as the winner of that seat. It's going to add to her pull online to bring more people to her cause as she makes videos about this court case, as she continues to talk about how she's fighting against Donald Trump. This is the congressional example, congressional parallel to street cred. She is doing the damn thing. This is why Bernie is such a cool dude. This is why we love AOC, because they do the damn thing. And Bernie and Kat now are going to have something in common, and that is that they protested a illegitimate government that was overreaching and now find themselves at odds with the law. Good for Kat. Good for Kat. Did I see that the truck overturned with the monkeys? Yeah, I saw that. Alan, of course I saw that. I can't say her name now, Pamela. It's been 10 minutes now. I can only say it at the beginning when she said it. Now I'm gonna be shy about saying her name because I'm gonna be like, I've already heard it said and I can't say it. Yeah, I saw the monkeys. Didn't they have COVID and the flu and some other stuff too? Is that misinformation? I heard that they shot the monkeys. Dude, like Harambe times 5. We got Harambe like times 5, guys. But it could have been outbreak style. Okay, we could have had 28 days later. So I mean, it might have been necessary. PETA's gonna be pissed though. Okay, I don't know what those monkeys. They said they were really aggressive. They said really aggressive. And I'll tell you guys this. I was just talking about this the other day with some of my employees. Monkeys are scary, man. Monkeys are scary. All right? Like those little monkeys that be running around on the streets of Nepal and shit like that. Like, you kind of want to hug them, right? Like, you're like, oh, look at that cute little monkey. And then they do some Aladdin shit to you. All right? And then the monkey comes up and tries to steal your wallet. And next thing you know, you're throwing blows with the monkey. And that doesn't look good. That's never going to look good for you on the internet when that's viral, okay? When PETA wants to have a conversation with you because you're on the Instagram fucking uppercutting a monkey, all right? Not looking good, all right? And then, you know, we started talking about chimpanzees, and chimpanzees are scary. Chimpanzees look like they can fight. And if you cross a bonobo, you better win that fight. Because if you don't win that fight, if you don't know what bonobos do, well, you're going to know exactly what bonobos do. Okay? What's happening, Janet? Like Janet said, chips and monkeys are insane. They are cute and they will rip your face off. It'll happen. It'll happen. 28 Laters is top 5 movies. I just watched 28 Days Later. By the way, guys, I don't have it down here, do I? I do own a DVD copy of 28 Days Later. Did you guys know that it's like almost impossible to get a copy of 28 Days Later? The DVD? That's right. I own one. Guys. That's gonna be my retirement. It's worth like $12 now, but it could be worth like $1,200 one day. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. Do not doubt me. What's happening, E-Hearts? What's going on? All right. So we had Cat, and then I gotta remember what were the other things we were supposed to talk about here. Let's talk about. We might as well stay on the subject. All right, let's stay on the subject. Let's talk about other court cases that are just ridiculous that are going on in Trump's administration. Other laughable stuff. We have people banging and making ICE vans drive slowly. So aggressive of them. Okay. We had the guy who threw a sandwich. Such a mean man. All right. And then we had the Tennessee sheriff that jailed a man over a Trump meme. Remember, guys. Remember when Biden was president, they're going to put people in jail for your opinions on the internet. Biden's going to put people in jail for just talking, for saying mean things on the internet. Remember that? Remember the hypocrisy of these people. These people. Because now, I did open it. You are correct, Dana. Don't bring me down. 28 Days Later is still going to be worth like $14 in 2037. All right? Now we have a man who posted a meme that was mean to Donald Trump and got put in jail. Like, this shit is going to last forever on the internet. Trump supporters, you are going to have nowhere to hide when this is all over. We are going to continue to point at you and laugh for decades to come. I just want you guys to know that. So first we're going to cover the initial story, and then there's a happy ending, guys. Okay? There's a happy ending.
Jailed for a meme. Tonight, a Middle Tennessee sheriff defends the arrest of a man for posting this online.
A former cop, by the way. This right here, Larry Buschert, posted this meme in the comments. Not like he said, F Donald Trump and then put this meme up, which would still be pretty weird. This is in the comments of a shooting, and he wrote, "This seems relevant today." And this is a quote from Donald Trump. "We have to get over it. Donald Trump on the Perry High School mass shooting one day after." And that is literally something that Donald Trump said. He said, yeah, we have to get over it. And people mocked him for this forever, and that's why this is a meme.
Meme quoting President.
What's happening, LB? What's going on, LB?
Trump. Good evening. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Free speech advocates are sounding the alarm about this man's arrest. But in an interview...
Free speech advocates, you say? I bet none of them are MAGA Republicans.
Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems claims this man left him no choice.
The sheriff sat down to answer some tough questions from News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams.
Phil, there are a lot.
Okay, and Phil's my boy. If you guys don't remember Phil, Phil's a fucking legend. All right, guys? You bring Phil Williams up in this, and you better be ready for some goddamn facts.
A lot of people out there who are outraged over this.
That may be an understatement. Larry Bussard has been behind bars for more than a month, and right now he's not scheduled for another court appearance for more than 5 weeks. The question is, should this case ever have gone this far?
Phil, is that a rhetorical question, Phil? I think that's a rhetorical question, Phil. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay, though, when they had pictures on tailgates of trucks and with Biden tied up in the image. Exactly, Storm. Yeah, do not forget that these fucking people were driving around with pictures of Biden on their tailgates tied up like he was kidnapped. But hey, don't fucking post Donald Trump's own words, guys.
Yeah, there's been some very, very bad phone calls that my employees has had to endure.
Aw, did he have to endure? Oh, they had to endure. They had to endure people telling this fucking dipshit sheriff that he's a moron. Because he is a moron. You're a moron.
Our dispatch has had to endure.
For Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems and his office, the last few weeks have been rough as word has
Let me just say, fuck Nick Weems.
Spread about their arrest of 61-year-old Larry Bussard for a Facebook.
Dude, look at that arched eyebrow. Bro, I like the mugshot. He looks like he's looking at that camera like, really? Y'all want to do this bullshit? Okay.
Post. A local judge set Bussard's bond at $2 million.
He's been here for 35 days.
Kyle, you saying Kyle Kalinske gave out the number? Ho! Kyle Kalinske quickly becoming the GOAT.
35 days. Over a meme.
Well, it's a.
That sheriff looks like he needs a wash and a detox. For real, though.
It was a series of posts, but yes, the one post that he made was the one with Donald Trump.
That was the bad one. That was really bad.
Got everybody's attention and was considered threatening.
Yeah, I love you. Okay. Thank you.
Local police took Bussard into custody at his home in Lexington, Tennessee on September 21st.
Oh, he's got some and ones on. This man is definitely woke. He got some and one shorts on. This dude knows about hot sauce. Okay, if you don't know about the professor and hot sauce, you better go fucking figure that shit out. That's right. I got an and one sweater right up top. Okay, don't make me go get my and one sweater. I had and one shoes, and I used to play basketball in it. Not well. I wasn't a good basketball player, but I did play in and one. This man is hip. This guy is hype. Okay.
Based on a warrant issued out of Perry County. The one-time cop is one of those rare liberals in rural Middle Tennessee and a keyboard warrior known for posting progressive.
Fucking Phillips is dropping the facts right now. He's a keyboard warrior.
Memes like these.
I mean, those are pretty good memes. I mean, those are fire. I'm gonna say those are fire. Those are pretty fire.
Warrior known for posting progressive memes.
I mean, that one on the right was real fire. That's good fire right there. Those are fire. This old man's just at home, just posting funny memes. Like, they should see my Facebook page. That shit's out of control.
Like these.
This is what they charged me with. Okay. Threatening mass violence at a school.
At a school?
What? Threaten mass violence at a school. You know this shit wasn't gonna hold up, right?
It's referring to a school. I have no idea. That's what they've called us for. And I ain't getting.
He said, I have no idea.
I play on Facebook. I threaten no one. I know you don't give a damn.
This is the meme that landed Bussard in jail. He posted it as part of a discussion about Charlie Kirk's.
Literally, this is Donald Trump's words. Yeah, he posted on a Charlie Kirk thread. That's right.
Murder. The meme quotes Donald Trump saying, "We have to get over it." It was exactly what the president said the day after a deadly school shooting in Perry, Iowa. That's the meme that he posted, correct?
Look at this fucking dummy. Holy shit, this guy is a sheriff, guys. Jesus Christ. He also looks like a fucking goblin. This motherfucker could be a fucking second for the Lord of the Rings, okay? This guy could have been in the back when they were screaming, "Meat's back on the menu, boys!" This guy don't even need to dress up for fucking Halloween. What's happening, Dark Cash?
That looks like it. But
Look at this fucking guy. He's staring at it like it's some kind of like piece of fucking evidence. Bro, are you serious?
I love the poorly educated.
I don't think he can read 5 Alarm. I think that might be the problem.
except this part was blurred out, the face.
Wait, the Trump face was blocked out, Dark Cash. He had even the fucking Trump face was blurred. How fucking thin-skinned and weak do you have to be mad about this?
Where is the threat in there, Sheriff?
Right here?
Sheriff Weems says some in his community took the reference in the Trump meme to Perry High School to be a threat to shoot up Perry County High School, which had recently had to deal with a threat from a student.
Whenever you come to a Perry County page, okay, that is...
This bro is doing the most MAGA mental gymnastics I have seen in a while, and let me tell you this, I see some fucking gold level MAGA mental gymnastics.
Set up to let people know what's going on in Perry County, and you post this talking about Perry High School shooting.
It doesn't say
Alrighty, he sweats Budweiser.
Perry County High School.
It says Perry High School, mass shooting one day after, okay? That led people to believe in our county that he's talking about Perry County High School.
No, you're fucking lying.
Because it doesn't
This guy's a fucking liar.
say Iowa either.
But you also knew this was an existing meme that was already out there on the internet.
Correct.
And so it's clear he's not talking about Perry County High School.
We knew. The public did not know.
You're the one that arrested him, you moron. Jesus Christ.
One even replied to that one meme, the meme that's in question here.
No one said this is a threat against our school.
No one even mentioned it.
Chris Ergel from South Carolina heard about Bussard's arrest and started a Justice for Larry Bussard page on Facebook.
Larry.
A reasonable person cannot possibly interpret that as a threat. So I'm not sure what he's reacting to. I think it might be his own feelings.
So why not just inform the public that this was not about Perry County High School?
Because here's the thing. Whenever you're dealing with something like this and you've got multiple people that is now scared to send their kids to school, we tried to take a different approach and go and speak to this guy and say, hey, look, this is what you're doing.
But it's just, freedom of speech, you know?
As Bussard's wife explained to police, he saw nothing wrong with what he had done.
He did not commit a crime. Let me just say that over and fucking over and over again. He did not, in fact, commit a fucking crime.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you did or did not commit a crime.
I may have been but
That's not illegal.
That's not
All
illegal.
of this could have been avoided.
Holy shit. The cop himself was like, that's not illegal.
The sheriff says if Bussard had just deleted the meme that people in Perry County had found so objectionable.
You can't tell me I have to delete a meme. You literally are not allowed to do that. You can say the words to me, but you cannot make me do it. You can't take me to jail if you say to me, hey man, a lot of people took the meme that you posted in the wrong way. So you're going to have to take down that meme or we're going to have to take you to jail. That's not fucking real life. You guys are fucking morons.
I love the poorly educated.
Whenever we sent Lexington Police Department out to speak to him and he refused to do that, I mean, what kind of person does that? What kind of...
What the fuck is he talking about? What kind of person's like, I posted a meme, I'm not taking that shit down? Fucking deal with it? this guy, I don't know. Can you play this dumb? Or is he just this stupid? This is some bootlicking shit, like on a whole nother level.
The person just says he don't care. You know, I'm not taking
That face right there says it all. I love this man. I want this person to be my grandfather. My grandfather passed away a while ago, and I love my grandfather. I would love him to be my grandfather now.
it down.
Maybe a person who doesn't think he's done anything wrong.
Well,
is he sitting in a gaming chair? Does the sheriff of fucking Perry County have a gaming chair in his office?
TCA's eyes and our state legislatures that's put this law forth that come out July 1st, 2024 says otherwise.
As for Weems' statement that Bussard would not be in jail today if he had just deleted the post, Chris Ergel says that shows it was never really about any threat against Perry County High School.
Pretty much tells me he doesn't consider it a threat. If you think it's a threat, why would removing it make any difference?
In your heart, do you think Larry Bouchard was
I love this man.
threatening to shoot up Perry County High School?
In my heart, I think Larry Bouchard knew what he was doing once we made contact with him, or once law enforcement.
Wait. In his heart, you think he knew what he was doing once you told him what you thought he was doing? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can't say you showed up on dude's doorstep and you're clearly threatening a mass shooting. And he's like, no, I wasn't. And they're like, no, we're telling you that's what you were doing. So you're supposed to just be like, yeah, that is what I was doing. No, motherfucker. If I posted a meme on Facebook and I'm like, that shit's funny, you don't get to show up at my door and be like, you posted that because you hate children. And I'm like, no, I posted this because it's funny. I'm like, no, I'm telling you why you posted it. That's why you posted it. No, motherfucker, that's not how anything works.
Made contact with him, and I believe that he knew what he was doing, and in my heart, he violated the law set forth by our legislatures.
Now, Mr. Bussard's attorney has filed a motion to reduce his bond, but get this, that motion is not scheduled to be heard until December 4th, which is only adding to the outrage
Look at the dude in the gray suit looking at him like, what the fuck are we even talking about?
in this situation.
Long time from now. Now, the sheriff cites a state law that was controversial when it passed, and advocates feared that innocent people would kind of be caught up in this. Was there
She's like, you know what the fuck I'm saying?
anybody above the sheriff that questioned this, signed off on it?
Yeah, Sheriff Weems tells me that his office did talk to DA Hans Schwindemann's office, and they signed off on the arrest, as did a judicial commissioner. The DA, by the way, did not return my phone call and speak to me like the...
No way, Phil. No way.
Right.
The sheriff was willing to do.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he will, and I know you're going to keep following this story.
Absolutely.
Dude, these guys are having a bootlicking orgy. They got together and they all bootlicked together. That was amazing. The judge, the DA, and the sheriff all got together and bootlicked so fucking hard. But here you go, guys. The great reveal as I got on to do this story, guys. As I got on here to do this story that my man Phil Williams was dropping facts on. Here it is, guys. 4 hours ago, charges dropped against Tennessee man arrested for posting political meme. Booyah! Fuck yeah, Larry. Fuck yeah, Larry. Let's go.
And welcome to News with 3. I'm Kendall Ashman. We are following a breaking news alert right now. Charges are dropped against a Tennessee man who was arrested after posting a political meme on his social media. Alicia Wimberly is at the WKRN.com alert desk with the details.
Now watch this be a different guy. Watch this not even be that guy.
Details, Alicia, of this decision comes less than 24 hours after News 2 reported on this very story.
Yeah, that's right, Kendall. Larry Bouchard was just released from the Perry County Jail, where he sat for weeks, ever since Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems ordered his arrest. Bouchard's arrest was linked to a meme Bouchard shared on Facebook following Charlie Kirk's assassination. Although we don't have access to the post, a description of the meme in court documents
just keep that meme going.
Image. It shows President Trump next to the quote, "We have to get over it." That's referencing comments Trump made one day after the Perry High School mass shooting in Iowa. Now, Bouchard does not live in Perry County, but in nearby Lexington. So Sheriff Weems asked Lexington police to go arrest him on charges of threatening mass violence at a school. A body cam video captured the moment when Bouchard learned what he was being charged with.
Threatening mass violence at a school. At a school.
Fuck yeah, Larry. All right, guys. Larry's out, guys. Larry's out. Larry's out.
Bouchard has been sitting in jail with a $2 million bond ever since, until today, when those charges were dropped. News 2 has a crew on the way to Perry County right now to dig deeper into this case.
Oh, we are going to get so much more.
You can see our full story that includes all the body cam video right now on WKRN.com.
Amazing. Going to drink a shot of tequila tonight for Larry, okay? Don't forget, guys. Celebrate for Larry, all right? Larry's free. Larry's free. Oh. Fucking A, guys. I know they haven't seen my Facebook account. Oh, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10, 5 Alarm. Thank you for the $10. I feel like he broke the law. That explains most law enforcement. I feel like he broke the law. What the fuck is this reality? The dumbest timeline continues. Good God, man. What's happening, Mama Brooke? What's up, Cajun? What's going on, guys? I know, I love that the news keeps showing the meme. Exactly, Pamela. It's amazing. Darkesh, I want to be Larry's lawyer. Making pierogies for Larry. Angela, that's some Tay-Tay stuff right there. When Tay-Tay made cookies for Biden. Tia needs a nap. Oh, man. Larry about to get some motherfucking money out of that sheriff. Long live Larry! King of the memes! Oh, Larry's our fucking channel hero, okay? Wait, we already... So, kind of a sad story, but we do have a patron saint of a woman who used to be one of our viewers that passed away and had came on stream and let us know that she was passing from, I believe, cancer. So she is one of our patron saints. But also, I would like to nominate Larry now. I would like to also nominate Larry to saintdom on the Angry Ginger channel. We're creating our own pantheon of saints. Okay? Larry's going in it. And he doesn't have, look, to be an Angry Ginger saint, you can still be alive. All right? Can still be alive. All right? Larry's going to the Hall of Fame. Larry's going to the Hall of Fame, guys. All right. What else do we have? We had something else in the name of the show. Can I see it? Tennessee Mirror. Oh, Hassan. You guys can't see the Hassan thing until the end. You don't get to see the Hassan champion spotlight till the end. So we're going to do other stuff until then. Sexual harassment.
Who explains sexual harassment to you and me? Sexual harassment, panda.
That's gonna be stuck in my head. That's a good segue. It's a good segue. Because we can't stop, won't stop, never will stop talking about the Epstein files. Look, Donald Trump, guys, Donald Trump can go ahead and shut down the government. Donald Trump can start World War III. Donald Trump can tear down the East Wing of the White House. He can send Steve Bannon out to interviews to tell people he's going to run for a third term. He can do all of those things. We're still not going to stop talking about Epstein. we are still going to continue to talk about Epstein over and over and over again. And let me just say, you want to give credit where credit is due. And I've never not been a Sean Ryan fan. Just never been a Sean Ryan fan. Don't really listen to his podcast. But Sean Ryan is not exactly a liberal, guys. Okay? Sean Ryan, not somebody that you expect to really be criticizing Donald Trump. But he's been doing his fair share. He brought Gavin Newsom on the show, and they had a great talk. He brought Tim Tebow on. They had a great talk about the problem with child trafficking in the United States of America. And now, here soon, Sean Ryan is going to be talking to this gentleman about Jeffrey Epstein and the cover-up. And so, we're going to watch a little bit of preview for that episode. And I want you guys to if you think that this is a good preview and you'd like to go watch the Sean Ryan show, I mean, he's got 5 million subscribers. You don't need my help. But, you credit where credit is due. You don't have to be the same political affiliation of me as me to be fighting the same fight, and that is to get them files released. Exactly, Alan. It's what Larry would want. Exactly.
We have people in the FBI now that previously talked about getting to the bottom of this and being transparent and being
Cash Patel. Cash Patel. Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino.
Real.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
You had Cash Patel sit here.
Oh, I know. I'm very aware.
They have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
That's the most sus way to say that ever. That is like beyond sus. You can't, hold on. One more time. Let's look at her face. Look at her face. Her face, that's what I'm thinking right now. That's that fucking really? Really?
People don't believe it.
You had Cash Patel sit here.
Oh, I know. I'm very aware.
They have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was. I want JFK. I want the 9/11 files. I want this. I want that.
So this is him on the Sean Ryan show, right here.
What the deep state uses the most to cover up their corruption is an illegal application of the classification system.
I think
You don't say. You don't say.
Tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released.
We're all
these fucking goofballs. What happened to fucking DC Drano, dog? Why aren't you fucking pushing for the release? How about fucking Raycheck? Where's fucking libs of TikTok? Oh, that's right. They're busy bootlicking. They're busy bootlicking.
Expecting all these big names to be in it. And what if that's not, what if our expectations are here and what we believe, what's actually there is here. And if they release it now, are you going to believe it?
No, I'm not.
Do you know when that?
And that's a great point. If they release it now, that no one's going to believe whatever you release now unless that shit is real good. Unless it's real clean. We aren't accepting anything but unredacted files. That is it. You can redact victims' names, victims' images, and everything else needs to be fucking clean and transparent. You done fucked up, Aaron. Ain't nobody going to accept some bullshit again from this administration.
Team files are going to get released?
No, you know what it is?
Yeah, Maxwell needs to be in a maximum security prison again. Exactly, Google. And you know why she isn't? Because she's about to get her sentence commuted.
Do you know?
And if they release it now, are you going to believe it?
No, I'm not.
Do you know when the Epstein files are going to get released?
No, you know what it is? Tons and thousands videos.
Yeah.
And it's all with little kids. So they have to go through every one.
I don't know anybody that would believe it.
Right, they totally fucked it up.
They've botched it so fucking bad from the very beginning when the influencers went to the White House holding up the binders like it's some type of a trophy. Like, look at me, I'm in with the administration. Well, buddy, the administration just discredited your entire fucking career.
Thank you. And I wish that was fucking true. I wish that that's what people would say. But no, like, they've still got millions of fucking followers between them. Millions of fucking bootlickers. Millions of pedophile protectors. That's fucking insane. Look at these two fucking goofballs.
He killed himself.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
So are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Yes, we are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein because you ran half your fucking campaign off getting these files released. Of course, we're still talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
What's your definition of propaganda?
I would say propaganda is any form of manipulation of the truth.
The CIA has issued a new assessment that it's more likely that COVID-19 emerged from a lab rather than nature.
We got penalized by Meta and almost lost our account for talking about the Wuhan lab leak theory.
Why do you think they...
And see, I'm a lab leak guy. Just so everybody's aware. I was a lab leak guy before the conspiracies were happening, okay? I'm also not a virologist. I'm also have never ever had anything to do with viruses, but I have watched Outbreak, and like 28 days later, I've watched a lot of movies, mostly guys, but I'm a lab leak guy. Sorry, guys.
Covered that up. Why do you think that was the forbidden fruit that you're not allowed to talk about?
Now the agency says it believes the virus emerged from a research lab in China, but says it has low confidence in that assessment.
Now, mind you, to be completely fair, because they're playing the conspiracy music in the background, that shit gets you all emotional and stuff, gets you all worked up. The reports that actually came out, even though I am a leak guy, okay, mind you, I'm biased towards it being a leak. The reports that came out were not conclusive. They were not conclusive. Nothing's ever conclusive. Are they aliens on AI Atlas? Did it break and show stopping of its forward movement? I don't know, but there's a lot of weird shit.
Paint it out to one side, and yes, there are facts involved in what they're reporting, but however, there are a lot of facts that they leave.
Never understood the fight on that. It came from China. Yeah. So this is one of my things with the left that drives me up a fucking wall, is the left will fights on hills that they 100% do not need to. Like, do not need to. And to be 100%, to be as good faith as possible, the left, the reason that they do it is because they know the right is going to be racist. All right? Like, if I'm guessing why so many people on the left were so goddamn, like, just cocksure that it did not, right? It's because they know that the right is going to be like, see, them Chinese people did it. Like, I think the left also, like, oftentimes, like, prematurely gets in front of some shit because they think that it's about to swerve off into Nazi land. And I think sometimes they fuck up there. I still don't think it was a lab. Angela, you probably know more about it than I do. As a real estate agent, you might know more about it than I do. Look, I'm going lab leak. All right? Do I have a bunch of evidence to prove that I'm right? Fuck no. Is it strictly just my opinion, and have I only worked in grocery for the majority of my life? Hell yes. But do I think I'm right and you're wrong? Fuck yeah. But I still do not. Well, yeah, the right did it too. Yeah, but there was a lot on the left. There was a lot of people on the left that were definitely fighting a fight that I was like, yeah, why are you guys fighting this so hard? Well, let's just let this one pass us by. This is not the hill to die on.
Leave out
right
that paint an entirely different picture.
Anyways. I just wanted to play that part too. Just so I could get, I wanted to get my conspiracy theory out there for you guys to see. I told you guys, I grew up in a trailer park, okay? Look, I like me some conspiracy theories, all right? Either way, Trump disbanded a team in China looking for these kind of things, and he poorly managed the outbreak. You want a fun fact, Angela? I don't know if you know this fun fact. Do you know who started the pandemic response team? I'll give you guys a chance, give you 10 seconds while I drink my sparkling water. Who do you think started the pandemic response team? It was a president, by the way. It was a president. This one's going to blow your mind. It's George Bush Jr. Do you know why George Bush Jr. started a pandemic response team? Because George Bush Jr., during his summer vacation, went home and read some books. Guys, I'm fucking true story. True story. Don't act like, okay, that you know, okay, that he doesn't read. We all know he sounds like he doesn't read, but he does read. And he reads big books and he cannot lie. Well, he definitely can lie. He lies a lot. But he read a book on the Spanish flu. And he came back and he said, every 100 years, there's a pandemic. And he said, we are due for another pandemic. We need to start a pandemic response team. And they started a pandemic response team. And then during the Obama administration, they used up a bunch of the stuff that was in the pantry for, I believe it was West Nile, or was it for swine flu. I think it was for swine flu. And then given the chance to restock that pantry, conservatives said, as conservatives always do, why would we do that? There's not going to be another pandemic. That's the reason we're fucked, because of conservatives. Anyways, I thought you guys. His audiobooks. Hermit, that's a good call. That's a good call. It was not Obama, Angela. You would think it would be Obama, but it was not Obama. It was George Bush Jr. Well, it was at least George Bush Jr.'s. I don't know if it got done during his administration, but it was his idea. You guys can Google that and fact check me. Fact check me, guys. All right? Fact check me. All right. That music still has me going, guys. The music still has me going. Fucking the conspiracy theory music always gets it going. Let's see. God, some of this shit I have here is just ridiculous. All right. Hey, have you guys seen the Donald Trump doing an Indian accent when he's talking about fucking the Indian leader? What's his name? Modi, right? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Because not only does he try to do an Indian accent, but also, guys, the man is like, something is definitely wrong with this dude, okay? The MRI was not perfect. There's no way the MRI was perfect. There is something wrong with Donald Trump. This dude, like, he used to ramble, he used to weave. It is a whole nother level now, guys. It's a whole nother level now. Trump uses fake Indian accent to impersonate India's leader in rambling speech to Korean delegation. Okay? Like, that's the headline. That's the headline. The stories that are being written nowadays are out of control. All right, you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready?
Two nuclear nations, and they said, no, you should let us fight. They both said that. They're warring. They're strong people, I'll tell you what. Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa.
That was his Modi. That was his Indian accent.
No, we will fight. Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. no, we will fight. I said, whoa, this is the same man that I know. But after
Oh,
a little
my
while,
God, dude.
they're good people. And after literally 2 days, they called up and they said, we understand, and they stopped fighting. How is that? Isn't that amazing? Now, you think Biden would have done that? I don't.
Bro, we are so cooked. We are so cooked. That's our president. No, we were fright. Guys. Oh, fuck. We are so cooked. That's our president. That's our president. Cue up the TO. Oh, my God. President Donald Trump slipped into an impersonation of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Is that how you see his first name? Narendra? Modi's accent on the latest leg of his I cannot read right now. Week-long tour of Asia as he praised the strongman leader for being tough as hell. Speaking at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, and I'm not even going to try and say where that place is, South Korea, on Wednesday, following his appearances in Malaysia and Japan, the president reflected on an India exchange fire with neighboring Pakistan early this year in a 4-day conflict that threatened to spiral into full-blown war between the two nuclear powers. And by the way, of course, India and Pakistan both denied that Donald Trump had anything to do with this. In fact, he's saying that he was the one who made this call. He's saying he had this conversation. But even that's wrong. J.D. Vance was supposedly the person who did this. Look, J.D. Vance had to stop fucking a couch long enough to try to prevent a war between India and Pakistan. That should be the headline. Okay? That should be the headline. J.D. Vance stopped fucking couch long enough to give Modi a call to stop potential war between nuclear powers. That should be the headline right there. Jesus Christ. Trump went on to take credit in his customary rambling fashion for stopping the hostilities by threatening both sides with 250% tariff hikes. I said I was going to put 250% tariffs on each country, which means that you'll never do business. That's a nice way of saying we don't want to do business with you, and they understood that, and within 48 hours we had no war. That is not. None of this happened. Literally, like, none of this happened. The only thing that did happen was a missile was shot, what was it, from Pakistan to India, right? Like, neither Pakistan or India was like, yeah, Donald Trump did this shit. They're like, he had nothing to do with this. What are we doing? What the fuck is this? Oh my God. India has rejected Trump's claims that he personally ended the May conflict between the two nations, with sources telling Bloomberg that Modi had skipped Trump's weekend summit in Malaysia to avoid running into him and inadvertently providing him with an opportunity to repeat his disputed version of events in the Indian PM's presence. Oh my God. Bro, other prime ministers and presidents didn't even avoid George Bush Jr. That's how bad this shit's gotten. Other leaders are laughing at Donald Trump, the Albanian president. Laughing at Donald Trump for fucking up which country he supposedly stopped a war in. Modi, who's kind of a douchebag his goddamn self, is literally embarrassed to be seen with Donald Trump. Can you imagine how poor of a human being you have to have Modi be like, I can't be seen near that dude? Reaction to Trump's latest comments on social media was overwhelmingly adverse, with Indian journalist Sharma saying, "There's no making sense of things with Mr. Trump." "We are the laughingstock of the world," a left-leaning American user reacted. "This is worse than a 4 a.m. lounge act in Vegas." Others called his speech insanity on international display and verbal diarrhea, or suggested the president might be on the loopy drugs today and not the adrenaline drugs. More seriously, there was widespread dismay about Trump's dubious claims to have played peacemaker and over his ongoing insistence on invoking Biden long after he had left the political stage. The Independent... Oh, God damn it, dude.
I love the poorly educated.
Somebody needs to come get their grandpa. We can't do 4 years of this, dude. We can't do 4 years. We are not going to be a country anymore. How? How are we going to survive 4 years of fucking this verbal diarrhea? We have no chance. We have no chance, guys. When Donald Trump, though, when he's not doing Indian impersonations of Modi and talking about wars that never happened, that he supposedly made peace plans to, okay? When he's not doing that, guys, he is hard at work. You know it. He never stops. He's tweeting. He's truthing. He's owning the libs, guys. The man never stops working. Except for when he's not working, when he's golfing, or when he's, posting on True Social or on Twitter. Because it's still Twitter. I'm never calling it X. It's still Twitter. Here you go, guys. This one's for the gamers. This one's for the gamers. You guys ready for this one? Folks troll Donald Trump after the White House tweets pictures of him dressed as Halo. As Master Chief, guys. Who had on their 2025 bingo card the President of the United States getting trolled by GameStop? Who had that? Because you're about to see it. Exactly. The man who is about to start World War fucking 3 is getting trolled on X. I just called it X. I said I was never going to call it X. I lied. Donald Trump's getting to me. The dishonesty is rubbing off on me, guys. The President of the United States is getting trolled by groypers right now on social media. This is the dumbest timeline. Folks on social media are in shock after seeing a post shared by Donald Trump and the White House on X. The AI image depicted Trump as an action figure from the video game Halo. The image features the president standing on the White House lawn looking like a green stormtrooper and carrying an energy sword. First of all, whoever wrote this article has never played Halo. Did you just call Master Chief a stormtrooper? They just called Master Chief a stormtrooper. What is going on in this reality? Things jumped off after the X account for GameStop shared a message about the video game Halo and the console wars. Here you go. It's right here. So this is from the GameStop thing, right? This is the post here. GameStop declares the console wars are over. Whereas for the past 2 decades, the global gaming community has been engaged in an ongoing and increasing petty conflict known as the console wars, whereas said conflict originated in the early 2000s with the release of Halo Combat Evolved as an Xbox exclusive title. Halo Campaign Evolved is officially coming to PlayStation in 2026 with cross-platform play. The fucking White House retweeted this. This is what's going on. There are groypers in the White House. Okay, he might not. Okay, Mama Brooke, we're going to get to the meme in a second. They were definitely trolling J.D. Vance. Maybe not Trump. They gave Trump a pretty good character, but they definitely were trolling J.D. Vance. We'll get to that in a second. GameStop, acting under its authority as a neutral entity, I guess they're Poland, and the world's retail gaming and trade-in destination, hereby declares the official cessation of the console wars. We all know that the console wars were over a long time ago. PC Master Race. Okay, we knew a long time ago that consoles were obviously inferior to the computer systems, to PCs. Okay? So, here you guys go. After the White House shared the post, once again, the White House is sharing Halo is coming to PlayStation. People don't have SNAP benefits. Federal employees are not being paid. And the White House is sharing GameStop news on the X platform. They are killing Venezuelans in boats and claiming that they're drug dealers. We don't know. Are they not? We don't know. They are snatching people off the streets, detaining them, and removing them without due process. And they are sharing GameStop news on the X account. After the White House shared the post on X with an image of Trump depicted like a Halo action hero, folks were shocked and several trolled the president over the crazy tweet. One fan shared their own AI image and it showed Trump wearing the Halo gear. This is it right here. That's the White House one. That's the White House one. Here you go. This is the one right here. Can you only imagine Curious Mr. Fox on X? Another shocked X user asked if the White House actually shared the post with a simple, "Is this real?" Unfortunately, it is real. Time to stop letting interns run the White House account, noted Matthew Van Dyke, the founder of Sons of Liberty International. Sons of Liberty getting a shout out. Fuck yeah, dog. Man, what the fuck, wrote another. One user shared a similar AI image of Trump, only it was more factual with his appearance and featured him in the Halo gear with a big belly. This is the anatomically correct version. Ah! Ah! The post prompted another X-user to reply, "You need to add more obesity and with golf balls laying around on the ground." Another replied, "You know he wears diapers." Unrealistic. No diapers visible. Here's the one I'm talking about. This is from GameStop. That's from GameStop. Okay, you can say maybe they're not trolling Trump, but they are 100% trolling JD Vance. Look at the head they put on the fucking character for JD Vance. They put the fat on the couch Gavin Newsom meme. Dude, the vice president of the United States got clowned by GameStop. A company that should be fucking bankrupt. The company that people go to with like $1,500 in video games to get $12 in a dusty Coca-Cola. They trolled JD Vance. Kind of amazing, though. I'm not gonna lie, kind of amazing. Not gonna lie. And of course, this is the shit from the Trump supporters. Show me a better president than Trump. I can show you like fucking 46. 45. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't look at all the Trump comments. The bootlicking is too much. The bootlicking is out of control. Government shutdown explain, added another user. Power to the players. One user replied, "That's great, but still gonna need those Epstein files." They're trying to distract people from the Epstein files by talking about Halo coming to the PlayStation in 2026, guys. Which, by the way, is just another gigantic monopoly happening. Just one more huge monopoly that has been created in this country. This is like the most insane. I can't think of a time, even pre-Enlightenment, pre-1800, literally, when people were so goddamn dumb that they thought hurricanes came and destroyed their fields because gay people existed. I don't know if that timeline was dumber than this one. This timeline might be dumber than the timeline where people thought that because somebody slept with somebody else's wife that the plague happened. That's the fucking insanity of this timeline.
I love the poorly educated.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
When will it stop? All right, we got one more. We got one more Trump news. We got one more Trump news, and then we'll go back to some other stuff. Got to cover all the stupidity, though. GameStop has a huge collectibles market and PSA card grading. They have $5 billion in cash. Yeah, but they only survived Mama Brooke because they were a retail stock in 2020. They were literally going bankrupt. They were saved by a meme stock trader. I know because I was there, and I should have traded GameStop, but I didn't, but my stepbrother definitely did. Okay? I have the intelligent investor back here because I was like, no fucking way. No way am I going the meme coin route. No way am I becoming a meme stock trader. I was like, if I'm going to trade stocks, I need to do this in a way that makes sense, that is logical. They only survived. They could only buy that Bitcoin because a bunch of people drove their stock through the fucking roof. They were done. They were done. I'm going to make you guys watch that video at some point. They were done. It was over. Look, I only have $23 on my EBT for food next month, but if I get to play with a giant-headed JD Vance avatar, then my paycheck is going to GameStop. Sorry, seduction. All right, sorry. Sorry, guys. All right. All right, sorry, guys. Sorry, Mama Brooks. Sorry, seduction. Okay? GameStop, successful. Definitely not a scam. What is going on, guys? What is going on? You held GameStop for Mama Brooke. You had GameStop stock. Mama Brooke, you are surprising me. I did not do GameStop. I invested in OTC. I did a lot of penny stocks, and I made a pretty good amount of money off that. Not a lot. I'm not wealthy. I'm not rich. Okay? But I made a pretty good amount of money for somebody who had, at that point in my life, had never traded stocks. And I did not make that money off of meme stocks. I made it the old-fashioned way. Okay? I made it off of LLCs that probably did not exist. Okay? Companies that were promising things like electric motorcycles that 3 days later were gone. Did I believe that there's electric motorcycles? Fuck yeah, I did. I watched the commercials. I also made, $1,500 off that. Pretty good money. Pretty good money for a penny stock. I did the Wolf of Wall Street thing, but not as good. Oh, you're on Wall Street Bets Discord? Mama Brooke. Dude, you were hanging with some groypers, Mama Brooke. Oh my God. Mama Brooke, you were elbow deep in everything that is wrong with this country right now. I'm going to blame you a little bit for this. I just want you to know that. I don't hold it against you, Mama Brooke, because I was there as well. All right? I was there as well. I may not have been complicit, but I was definitely complacent. But you were there with the groypers. Oh, good job, Mama Brooke. Good job. All right. Speaking of the crazy times, and yeah, they do continue. And yes, it is bad. But yes, we do have to watch this stuff because you have to be aware of what the President of the United States is doing in this country, in other countries. Because while our government is shut down, while people cannot afford to eat, while federal workers are not being paid, while we are on the cusp of World War III, guys, what is Donald Trump doing? What is he doing, guys? I want you guys to remember. Do you guys remember this? You guys remember this quote?
Now, all I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets.
Okay, you guys remember that? You guys remember that? Most people that say something as dumb as that and then get the type of pushback that he got over those remarks. Like, I mean, this isn't like he said it and like some people online were joking about it. People talked about how dumb of a thing that was. Jimmy Kimmel, or maybe it was Stephen Colbert, did a bit where they dropped a magnet in a glass of water and then pulled it out and then showed that it still worked, right? You would think that Donald Trump would be like, maybe I should not talk about that anymore. I think they figured it out. But you know what? You know what, guys? Donald Trump knows exactly how dumb his supporters are. And guys, do not forget, Donald Trump is an expert on water. What type of water? Big water.
This is an island surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
Yeah. He's an expert on H2O, guys. He's practically a fucking water boy, all right? Like, this guy knows about some high quality H2O. He knows about buildings, he knows about bankruptcy, and he knows about bears, beets, and Battlestar Galactica. I don't know where I was going with that, but he knows about big water, guys. Big water. We're so cooked. This is our president, guys, and this is what he's doing right now. This is President Trump addressing the U.S. troops on board the USS George Washington in Japan, explaining to the Navy how water works. He is explaining to the Navy how water works.
But, I hope it's going to be okay, but I like steam. We're going to go back to steam. They changed just for the sake of changing. I said to the architect, have you ever designed a ship before? He only did the biggest ship in the world, right? The Ford. But we're going to go back. Okay, now let me ask you the second question. Hydraulic for your elevators or magnets? The new thing is magnets. So instead of using hydraulic, you can be hit by lightning and it's fine. You take a little glass of water and you drop it.
Look at the people behind him. They're all like looking at the ground. They're looking over. Like, some of them are chuckling a little bit, but they're not laughing with him, guys. They're laughing at him.
Magnets, I don't know what's going to happen. So, the elevators come up in the new carriers.
Like, watch this right here. Right back. 1, 2, 3, 4 heads backwards. The ginger in the back. Watch when he says this.
I think I'm going to change it, by the way. They have magnets. Not every tractor has hydraulic. The elevators come up.
There he goes, right there.
In the new carriers.
Look at them shake their heads.
You drop it on magnets. I don't know what's going to happen. So, the elevators come up.
Shaking
in the new
their
carriers.
heads, guys.
I think I'm going to.
The Navy is shaking their heads as the President of the United States rambles on about waters and fucking magnets, dude.
Of water, you drop it on magnets. I don't know what's going to happen. So, the elevators come up in the new carriers. I think I'm going to change it, by the way. They have magnets. Not every tractor has hydraulic. Every excavator, every excavating machine of any kind has hydraulic. But somebody decided to use magnets for your elevator. Maybe they're good. Which is better, hydraulic or magnets? What the hell is wrong with these people? Can I ask you the top?
Holy shit, guys. This is the guy deciding what's going to happen to these young people's lives. And they have to sit there and act like this is just normal. And look, it's the Navy, okay? It's the Navy. Big fan of the Marines myself. But, oh my God, if you're a young man or young woman in the military right now, I am scared for you. I am so scared for you right now. This is the man deciding whether or not you are going to go to war with Russia.
Ranking gentleman right here. Seriously, I'm putting out an order. I'm going to sign an executive order. When we build aircraft carriers, it's...
Do you know how ridiculous it is what he's saying right now? Do you know how much would have to be changed and how much that would cost? Right now, Kroger's is doing this thing where if you go through Kroger's line, the self-checkout line, you have to deposit exact change or you will not get your change. Because we have decided to discontinue the penny. Which, by the way, I'm for. Okay, I'm for discontinuing the penny. But just like every one of Donald Trump's fucking ideas, every one of them, he just heard somebody say some shit and then he was like, let's just do it. And then he did it. And every one of these things doesn't have a solid plan surrounding it. So grocery stores across the country, Home Depot, Kroger's, grocery stores, home improvement stores are now putting up signs that say, bring exact change. Because the laws surrounding whether or not, when I work at my grocery store, I can round up or down to the next nickel based on what your purchase price is, don't exist. There are no laws. There's no framework for this. He just stopped making the penny. He just said, fuck it, let's just stop. He stopped making the penny. And now there's no framework. And that's not even a fucking mention. It actually costs more money to make nickels than it does to make pennies. There's a higher cost increase when you move to nickels. It's like 1 cent costs something like 5 cents or 3 cents for a penny. And to make a nickel, it's like 5 cents. It costs 13 cents. So it doesn't even make fucking sense because you just have to make more nickels, which costs more money. But even if that was true, and like I said, I understand the waste inherent in producing coins. But this is actually going to cost people more money, cost taxpayers more money, and cause innumerable headaches for people in the retail industry. That's what he's fucking suggesting here. He's suggesting he's going to write an executive order where he's going to tell people we're not going to do the thing that you've all figured out to do over the past 2 decades. I'm going to take us back to when America was great again. Back when it was Steamboat Mickey. Guys.
Steam for the catapults and it's hydraulic for the elevators. We'll never have a problem, okay? Do you agree? He agrees, everybody agrees, but...
No shit. It's like you're the president of the United States and they're forced to agree.
Oh, these people in Washington.
We are so cooked. We are so cooked. Oh my God. The 79-year-old president stumbled over his words and failed to complete a coherent sentence before moving on and asking the watching troops whether they preferred hydraulics or magnets. Trump called out to a top-ranking general in the crowd for his opinion before continuing his tirade against the 2,000-year-old technology. I'm going to sign an executive order. We'll never have a problem. Trump has labored under the misunderstanding that magnets are somehow destroyed by water for at least 18 months. In August, Trump also suggested that the global reliance on magnets was some kind of conspiracy orchestrated by China. This is our president. He said, China intelligently went and they sort of took a monopoly of the world's magnets. And nobody needed magnets until they convinced everybody 20 years ago, let's all do magnets. There are many other ways that could have gone. Ironically, it was the Chinese who first made use of magnets as far back as 200 BC. Trump, who confirmed Monday that he underwent an MRI scan during his second medical exam earlier this year, also complained about the use of magnets in elevators for some reason after swearing in Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence. Dude, there's so much shade in this article. They have all magnets elevators to lift up 25 planes at a time, 20 planes at a time, and instead of using hydraulic like on tractors, that can handle anything from hurricanes and lightning to anything, they use magnets. I wonder what Donald Trump thinks a tractor beam is. I wonder if Donald Trump thinks a tractor beam has an actual tractor in it. Has Donald Trump ever seen Star Trek? Oh, Jesus Christ. The president returned to the topic of magnets during his so-called weave aboard the USS George Washington on Tuesday, while also vowing to bring back the use of steam-powered catapult systems on aircraft carriers. They spent $993 million on the catapults trying to get them to work, and they had steam, which works so beautifully, and it has for 50 years. I'm going to do an executive order. I'm not going to let them continue to do this. They're trying to make it work. They're trying so hard. And they have something that's perfect. So we're going to go back. And on that, and the magnets. What is this? What is this? Like, these are the people that were like so upset about Joe Biden. Explain this shit to me. Make this make sense. These were the people that were complaining about Joe Biden's cognitive decline. And they're like, this is dope. This guy's amazing. He's so smart. How? How? I think we covered most of Trump's sanity. We covered most of Trump's sanity, guys. Look, guys. We're going to have to figure out a way to get through this. All right? We're going to have to figure out a way to get through this. So I've been searching the internets. I'm like, how do we get through this? How possibly can we in some way, I don't know, keep ourselves sane? How? How can we do it? Do we move to Canada? Do we become Toronto Blue Jays fans? Toronto beating the Dodgers 3-1 right now, Mama Brooke. It might be time. It might be time to buy a Blue Jays hat. But it's a long line to get in Canada. So we don't have a lot of options right now, guys. The only option that I think that we possibly have is understanding our enemy. Because if you can't beat them, you got to join them. Okay? If you can't beat them, you got to join them. And you guys are saying no. All right? But you don't know how far this shit's going to go. We are 10 months into this insanity. You don't know how much further down this can go. You think that you are safe. You think you have your own figurative tinfoil hat that protects you from the MAGA stupidity, but you don't know that. You don't know that. So I have brought this video, okay? I have brought the great and wonderful Miss Betty Bowers, America's best Christian, to teach all of us, guys, how to be a conservative Christian. We got 10 tips for you guys. So take notes, write them down.
Welcome to my testimony on the top 10 tips for being a conservative Christian. I'm providing this vital information to clear up the confusion some of you have expressed when you see Americans like Jerry Falwell Jr., Speaker Mike Johnson, and Donald Trump claim to be followers of Jesus. Yet...
Wait a minute. Mike Johnson's not a Christian? Brenda, this lady's saying Mike Johnson's not really Christian. That's weird. Don't he have an app that monitors his son's porn use? What's that? He's got one on his phone too. His son, Brenda, are you telling me his son looks at the same porn he's watching at the same time while he's jerking off? Brenda, that's weird. Also, that flag is pretty fire. That flag is pretty fire, guys.
They ignore every darn thing Jesus ever said. Well, that coincidentally is the first step to being a conservative American Christian. You see,
I'm gonna ignore. Okay. I know that we haven't even started, so I should let her do her thing. Okay, but right away I'm gonna say something, and that is, Trumplicans, MAGA Republicans, don't ignore Jesus. They still worship Jesus. It's just new Republican Jesus, not classic Jesus, okay? Classic Jesus is a whole different animal. New Republican Jesus hates the gays, okay? New Republican Jesus doesn't like the prostitutes. He doesn't like sex work, okay? New Republican Jesus is a different Jesus altogether.
Jesus was wont to say some rather peculiar things that are frankly perplexing and inconvenient to modern conservative Americans. For example, he told us not to pray in public, to which conservative Christians have roundly responded with one word: rubbish. I mean, if people can't see you praying, what's the point?
I love me a good rubbish.
We even have a national day set aside to be seen praying.
There's also, there's a potential, guys, and I have this video queued up. There's a potential for government-funded revival meetings, guys. Government-funded, that means me and you are going to be paying for people to go around the country doing revival meetings. I feel like at this point, none of us should actually be paying taxes.
As it taught, Jesus was a refugee in Egypt, fleeing danger in his homeland. So it's of little...
Wait, Brenda, she said Jesus was from Egypt? That's not right. Brenda, isn't Jesus white? He don't look like he been in the sun much, and he got nice hair. Brenda, that's weird. Brenda, he don't have like that weird, like the black people have, Brenda. Like the curly hair, the wiry hair. You know what I'm saying, Brenda? It's weird. She's saying I thought he was from Texas or Tennessee. That's weird.
Little surprised that he asks us to treat such intruders with kindness. Well, I have news for Jesus. Just because Egypt believed in open borders doesn't mean America has to. Besides, when Jesus made the unsolicited request that we welcome strangers, for all we know, he could have been smirking when he said it. When reading scripture...
Ooh. Sarcastic Jesus is my favorite Jesus. That, like, non-straightforward, indirect talk Jesus, that's my favorite Jesus. To be honest with you, Jesus that you get to interpret whatever you would like to. Like, when he said, turn the other cheek, I like to think he meant, turn your buttocks, for a good spanking. Because, I'm into that, that's how I interpreted it. I don't know how y'all interpret it, but I just thought maybe Jesus had a spanking kink, and just like me, the two of us together, me and Jesus getting spanked with a paddleboard by Mama, not sorry, Mama Brooke, that got weird. Sorry, Mama Brooke. It's hard when there's a person in my chat that has Mama to use the word Mama, but Mama is also very prevalent in Trailer Park Talk. You know what I'm saying, Mama? Wait, that was Elvis.
It is important to know when the Lord was speaking tongue-in-cheek or nodding his holy head. No, or holding up.
Jesus is from Branson, Missouri. We all know that. Isn't Jesus from Missouri? That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what this lady's saying. He was from Egypt. That's weird. That's weird.
And I'm just kidding, sign. And the fun part is you can decide for yourself if any of these things are true, because I've never met a conservative Christian worth their salt that couldn't dexterously interpret their way out of any
Fucking A.
scriptural nuance. For example, Jesus told us not to retaliate. Okay, we'll just attack first. Jesus also told us not to judge others.
Hold on, lady. Are you saying Jesus was like, don't push, punch? Jesus was like Jesus was giving people some like you're Jesus's kid, and Jesus was like, look, when that dude, when he comes at you and he starts to talk some shit, you don't want to wait for him to get his hands into the defensive position. The smartest thing to do is to fire a right cross right across. You just want to go bam, right across, hit him directly on the chin, bam, problem solved. Best defense is good offense. That's all I'm saying. Don't need to retaliate. That motherfucker's unconscious. Is that what she said?
Talk about freeing up a conservative Christian's day. But I have a clever workaround. I reassure everyone. I savagely censure. I'm not judging you, dear. The Lord.
Donald Trump 100% took "thou shalt not sleep with thy neighbor's wife" as a suggestion. As a suggestion.
Everyone, I savagely censure. I'm not judging you, dear. The Lord is. I'm just passing along the verdict. You're welcome. Jesus told us that if we want to call ourselves his followers, we need to sell all our possessions and give the proceeds to the poor. But if you...
Yeah, but Jesus, back in Jesus' day, there wasn't PlayStation 5s. All right, guys? Like, this is how you need to know something here. Jesus wasn't fully aware of, like, how much of, like, a fucking, like, just, like, how fully torqued you could be while driving a McLaren going 120 on the highway with your alligator in the passenger seat. You know, like, Jesus didn't see that, man. Like, Jesus didn't know what, like, the good things money was going to get you, all right? Like, Jesus ain't ever been in a lifted up Ford truck with, like, 87-inch tires on it called the Gravedigger, okay? He don't know what that's like, crushing cars. Like, he don't know how much fun that is doing that with a tiger in the back seat, okay? Like, Jesus, he said give your money to other people and take care of homeless people and shit like that, but do you think that Jesus really would feel that way if I pulled up in a fucking Hemi? I don't think so. I think Jesus will want to ride. I don't think, like, if Jesus had a chance to get him some buffalo wings down at the Wingstop, but that's the only thing you think you can get that money to homeless people? I don't think so. Jesus just didn't have cool shit back then to spend his money on, obviously.
Think told us that if we want to call ourselves his followers, we need to sell all our possessions and give the proceeds to the poor. But if you think that one through, that would make us poor and the poor rich, which means they'd have to give it all back to us, so we just skip a step and keep it. Christian denominations have long wrestled with the question, is salvation through faith or works? To which I respond, as anyone who has watched Carolyn Lovett in a press conference knows, salvation is through jewelry. People like Laura Ingraham like to go on TV wearing big shiny crucifixes, or on certain Wednesdays, a cross of ashes on her forehead. Conservative Christians signal their faith through outward.
Remember, guys? Remember when Republicans used to scream about virtue signaling all the time? Yeah, Pepperidge Farms remembers when conservatives used to scream about virtue signaling all the time. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Word decoration, because how else would anyone ever guess they are Christians? Certainly not by their words or actions.
Wasn't it, was the Gravedigger a Chevy? I don't know. I pulled that one out of my ass, okay? That was a memory from when I was like 9 years old, okay? I can still see the Gravedigger in my head right now, guys, all right? Had like that neon green shit going on. It was dope, all right? Didn't Bill Hicks have a whole stand-up routine that he'd do about Jesus coming back and seeing everybody with crosses? Like, he's like, why? Why'd y'all pick the cross? Can you not?
Don't go around telling people you want to undermine public education for kids. That doesn't sit well with certain testy parents. No, instead, talk about how fabulous vouchers are for private schools, because vouchers are not about educating children. They are about funneling taxpayer dollars away from public schools and into the hands of for-profit businesses called Christian schools. Clever, no? Look, we can't force others to read the Bible. In fairness, it's not as if most of us read it, but we can force them not to read other books. Banning books is an essential part of being a conservative Christian.
Joke's on you, lady. Most of MAGA can't read.
Because secular books open people's minds to dangerous ideas like science and logic. And as we know, an open mind is Satan's sex doll. Just because Jesus displayed a suspicious preoccupation with the poor and those without health care, he even healed them without a copay, doesn't mean we need to squander time thinking about people who aren't even us, because the Republican Christian motto is, if it doesn't affect me, it didn't happen. And if it did affect me, it's probably persecution, y'all. Glory.
Wow. Wow. Miss Betty Bowers, guys. That's Miss Betty Bowers right there. I love the humor. I love the mocking. That's the way to get it across right there. That's like, there's so many good people out there doing things like this. Like, that's, it's a two-part thing. You're making fun of it because it's just absurd. It's just stupid. It's ridiculous. But you're also making fun of it because these people are super insecure. And it gets to them. It makes Donald Trump cry. It makes his followers cry. And at the end of the day, if we can get to a level of mocking with these people where it's so fucking absurd that they'll stop doing the dumb shit that they do, I'm okay with that. Shame has its place in society, and I know that the left isn't real good about bringing that kind of energy, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and so is Miss Betty Bowers. We will get our hands dirty, okay? We'll get down in the dirt. We will roll around in the pig shit with the pigs. No problem at all. I support that woman's message. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Just saw this. Governors of 35 states have filed suit against the federal government for imposing unlawful burdens upon their states. It takes 38 states to convene a constitutional convention. I don't know that that's a good thing. I don't know that that's a good thing because you do know the reason, or the only way to defeat the 22nd Amendment is to convene a constitutional convention to amend the 22nd Amendment. I would like to think, I would like to hope that that's a good thing, that it's not for bad reasons, but I'm going to guess that some of those governors are Republicans, and probably MAGA Republicans, and I would actually be pretty concerned about them convening a constitutional convention. I don't know that I'm happy about that. You just said it, so obviously I'm speaking from a position of ignorance. I'm going to have to look more into that before I decide whether or not that's a good thing or not. I'm going to have to look into who exactly is behind it, whether or not they're Trump governors or not. That could be bad. That could be bad. I don't know. But it could be good. I think there will be some red states with voters pretty riled up over prices and insurance. Oh, of course there will be. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it could be bad. It could be good, right? It could be good because it could be a bunch of governors that are like, yo, we actually need to, like, do something about that. We're not going to get, elected. There's potential of, a real blue wave happening this time. They might be afraid. I mean, you look at what's happening in California right now. LaMalfa is begging for his job. Kevin Kiley is begging for his job. So there's a potential that that's what's going on. But with this administration, you can't be... Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's all I'm going to say. Redonk! What's happening? Stream is made possible with only the angriest of artisan source ginger. Was 24 earlier tonight? No shit. 24 earlier tonight. Trump orders U.S. nuclear weapons testing to begin immediately. Great! Great! Fuck! Oh, thank you for the $20. Ginny! Go! Thank you, Ginny. I appreciate you, Ginny. I think you're a little bit behind me right now. But when you get to this point, I am so thankful for that $20. Speaking of mocking people, though, guys. Okay? I don't know if you guys have ever seen... Or actually, you know what? We should watch this real quick. Because this actually goes along with that video we just watched. So we watch Miss Betty Bowers talking about the Christian thing. And I said, right? I said that the government is allegedly going to be funding revival meetings across the United States of America. The separation of church and state government, the one that, Jefferson and Paine warned us about keeping them separate. That government is going to be funding with your tax dollars and my tax dollars for revival meetings in the country. And if you don't believe me, here's the proof. Here's the proof. So this is Sean. This is Sean. I say fucked. It's Sean fucked. Okay, and this is from Right Wing Watch. Or I'm sorry, it's from Right Wing Watch. Different than Right Wing Watch.
Doing worship inside of the White House this year and praying, over him, over the.
This is a dude that was praying over Trump.
His cabinet, and there's a lot of believers. I mean, you guys know we do these events in D.C. every year.
This man needs to have his hard drive checked. That's all I'm saying. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Here, and it's always a fight. And this year is year 6 of us worshiping on the National Mall. But the difference this year is that the U.S. government invited us. And as far as I know, that's never happened. I mean, we had to get lawyers involved to make sure it was legal and whatever. But I mean, I was out there with members.
Both these dudes need to have their hard drives checked.
Members of the cabinet on the National Mall calling out for revival in America. And this is what I feel. I feel that as we approach next year as the 250-year birthday of America, and empires do not last more than 249 years. If you look at all the major empires throughout history, 249 years.
What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? You know what he's saying. He's saying Project 2025 is coming. He's saying this shit's about to collapse and they're about to have their time. This motherfucker right here will Handmaid's Tale the shit out of this country without a doubt, okay? And let me tell you something. This man looks like he likes a carrot in his butt and he likes putting a carrot in yours as well. He's a double carrot in the butt kind of guy.
Is it.
Allegedly.
But here's a unique thing. I was on a phone call today, actually, on the way down here, talking with the America 250 team, and, the government's close.
So this guy's talking to the government. The government that's supposed to keep a separation of church and state is talking to this dude about doing the revival meetings.
Was down, but a lot of them are still kind of working behind the scenes. And we were talking about the America 250 events, which this is crazy stuff. We are planning and plotting to do revival meetings sponsored by the U.S.
Bro said planning and plotting. Not even hiding. He's like, we are planning and plotting to do revival meetings.
America 250 events, which we're this is crazy stuff. We are planning and plotting to do revival meetings sponsored by the U.S. government all across the nation.
One more time.
Stuff. We are planning and plotting to do revival meetings sponsored by the U.S. government all across the nation.
When he says sponsored by the U.S. government, he means using my money and your money. Oh my fucking God, I hate this dude. He had some concerts during COVID protesting masks. Mama Brooke. So, you know my theory. Most of you guys know my theory. That most of these people broke during COVID. Most of these people, they were never religious people. A lot of them were hippies. Many of them were anti-vax. They had some traumatic thing that happened in their time during COVID. So this isn't mine. I guess it's not mine. Andrew Callahan's the one who said this. They lose the security, they lose connection, and they lost status during that time. A lot of these people all of a sudden became Christians. How fucking weird is that? All of a sudden during COVID, and we're not talking about a bunch of like old people. We're not, like there's genuinely some reasoning that you can see behind a person getting older and older, and then, death starts approaching. They tend to not know what's going to happen. They get scared. They embrace religion. There are plenty of people during COVID that were in their 20s, 30s, and 40s that all of a sudden became religious. All of a sudden, they started talking about scripture. All of a sudden, they cared about sin and about these wacky fucking conspiracy theories. That's because of guys like this guy. Because during a time where people were breaking, during a time that people were vulnerable, the grifters in MAGA just came in force and just put everything they had into creating a cult. And they were wildly successful. As I said before, you have to actually give Trump and his minions credit. They were wildly successful in creating the most perfect cult that brought people from all sides of the political spectrum, including people who didn't have any political belief at all. And they even made a bunch of them fucking religious. It's insane. Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm with you.
No, really. We were discussing today about a giant, massive Let Us Worship happening at Mount Rushmore. And actually, if you throw up that text thing, because I want you guys to know what we're doing. You can text this Revive to this number, and we'll keep you posted. It's text 20 Revive to 20221. And if you
can give us money, guys, out of the goodness of your heart. We're not asking it for us, of course. We would never, like, these jeans. They're not expensive. They're actually pretty cheap. Notice how they're ripped. They're cheap jeans, guys. This money that you can give this Venmo right here, that's going to Jesus. Guys, it's dollars for Jesus.
Put your name on. No, not this one. It's another one. But if you get your phone out and you text the word Revive to 20221, Revive to 20221, we'll get you on the list and let you know about these events. But I'm saying all that to say this, that I feel like that 250 in America, I feel like there's going to be such an explosion of revival. I am believing, and I know this is crazy, and I'm just saying it out publicly. I'm believing for President Trump to be baptized.
No. I don't know. I kind of want to, like, Trump isn't going to let them dunk his head in water. That would be kind of fucking hilarious, to be honest. When that fucking weird hair or whatever you want to call it on his head gets wet, I do need to see what that looks like. Like when he goes into the baptism thing and comes back out of it, does like half of his face come off? I don't think Trump allows it. I'll tell you what they do, right? This is what they do. They do the spritz in the face, right? Like they throw the water on his face. That's what they're going to do, right? Like maybe they use a spray bottle like you would like a bag cat. Like you fucking spray him in the face. That's the only way it's happening, right? I want to see Donald Trump get sprayed in the face with a water bottle and just watch his makeup just fucking leak down his nussy. I want to see the fucking orange stuff just dribble into his nussy. No way he allows the hair to get wet. Yeah, remember the scene in Who Killed Roger Rabbit? Yes, when they dunked the judge, right? Yeah. Or was it just a character? Was it just the characters?
And people are saying, well, he was saying he might not make it to heaven. That's actually an amazing thing for him to say. That's...
What? Oh, Jesus Christ, these people.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh, my God, these people.
The most humbling thing maybe I've ever...
Dude, it's not humble. The motherfucker 100% knows. He's like, I did fuck a lot of women that weren't my wife while I had a wife. That it does seem like that was in the Bible. And I definitely am never going to say sorry for that. So I did say that when we start bombing people in Venezuela that we're just going to kill them. I've done a lot of bad shit. Actually, nope. Not going to apologize for any of that. Probably not going to heaven. It's not humble.
Ever heard him say that he knows his good works alone. He knows his money, his wealth, his stature, his position is not enough to get him into heaven. And I see that as an incredible sign of God moving. And man, these people in the cabinet, they are Holy Ghost people. I mean, I personally, listen,
Dude, you hear the music come on, bro? The music comes on. And he's like, it's time. It's time to start grifting. You can feel the grifting kicking in. He's like, fuck, I can feel the dollar signs. Oh, I can just hear the money dropping in my Dodgers hat right now.
Personally put oil on my hands and laid it on 3 members of the cabinet.
I bet you did, brother. He's like, hold on, I only got 2 hands. I need more oil. I need more hands and I need more oil. I bet you did, dog.
Like, these are not just Christians in name only. Like rhinos, you know? They're not that. They're real Holy Spirit people. And so just know.
What would that be? Kynos? Christians in name only? Sino? You're going to have to work on that one, buddy.
Oh, like the prayers, you guys praying for them. You're praying for all of the things that they're involved with, all the wars, all the rumors of wars, all the...
He said rumors of wars. He's like, nah, dude. Did we just watch the Betty Bowers explaining all of this shit? Holy fuck, Betty Bowers is spot on, dude.
Deals, all the tariffs, all this stuff, like, you know, we're and they're seeking the Lord. How do we stop?
What is this fucking rambling that's happening right now?
Christian persecution around the world. Do we have people in places of power that actually want to do works of the kingdom right now? So it's an amazing,
like the Arc de Trump, maybe a ballroom.
Time to be alive, and I would just say keep praying because God is really on the move.
He's on the move. He's getting the fuck out of here.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh, he ain't wrong. Donald Trump, he ain't getting baptized, but he ain't wrong. All right, he Donald Trump 100% not getting baptized, but he ain't wrong. God is on the move, guys. God is picking up his shit and moving to a different solar system. He's like, this one's fucked. God is looking down on us and going, oh, fuck. I gave you guys my only son. And this is what you fucking did with it? God's like, I'm going to go try Jupiter. Fucking Saturn or some shit like that. Like, we got to start over. I'm glad we watched that. I had that queued at the back. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to that one, but that was definitely worth watching. Holy shit, guys. He's not coming back till we stop wearing those crucifixes. That's what I just said. And the 2-hand jack-off dance. Get me more oil! I'm running dry! We got Cash Patel, Don Bongino, and Donald Trump all at the same time. I need more oil. What the fuck is going on in this country? We Dems need a bold mood. We Dems need a bold move. Elect Gavin Newsom to Speaker after we take House. Then we impeach Trump and Vance. Newsom becomes acting president. Gets 2 years. Reelected. Dude, that's a good plan, Talia. Talia's been thinking. Talia, you're smart. Okay? That's actually pretty fucking good. You think Jackie O likes... That's just wrong, Redonk. I can't say that on stream. I can't say that on stream. Ginger, he ain't heavy. He's my brother. Rejoice! Oh, you guys are killing me tonight. Holy Jesus. Pun intended. Jesus died for your sins so you could get better to sinning, or it's all for naught. Yes, that's a Neil deGrasse Tyson joke. Oh, God, guys. You guys are killing me tonight. I'm loving it. Okay. I guess since we're just watching funny stuff, and I've never watched any of this guy's videos on this stream before. So we're watching so many funny videos, and I've never watched this guy's video on stream before for you guys. And I don't know. Do you guys know who Adam Friedland is? Do you guys enjoy you some Adam Friedland? I believe Adam Friedland used to be part of a podcast called Cumtown. Okay? I remember a time in this country, where if I told you that there's a podcast named Cumtown, you would be surprised. But in 2025 in Trump's America, you're like, yeah, sounds about right. If you have not seen Adam Friedland's Cumtown podcast, well, let me introduce you to Adam Friedland instead. Okay, just at the Adam Friedland show. We'll start you off soft. Okay? A little bit of a little foreplay before you jump into Cumtown. All right? This is the Adam Friedland show. And I love Adam Friedland because Adam Friedland has a very unique sense of humor. It's a very dry sense of humor. It's very sarcastic. And I'm not sure people always understand that he is. It's a little Zach Galifianakis-ish. A little between the pines or between the two ferns, whatever it was. It's a little bit like that. And Adam Friedland had Michael, I'm definitely not gay. There's no way I'm gay. I just talk about gay stuff all the time. Look like I'm gay. Talk like I'm gay. Smell like I'm gay. Knowles, he brought him on his show. And I've seen the beginning of this, and I thought it was kind of amazing, so I thought I was going to share it with you guys and maybe get you guys to go over there and give the Adam Friedland show a subscribe because I think he's amazing.
All right, so I watched some of your bangers. Okay. I watched a lot of your thing is you just debate gay people.
Is this on 2 times? Oh, it is. It's on 1.75. Have we been on 1.75 the whole night? Have I just not noticed that we've been on 1.75 this whole night?
No, I mean, I did one recently. I did one recently, right? No, you did Knowles versus transgenderism, Knowles versus protesters. That's got 2.4 million.
Oh, well, people will come up at my events. And
Story
so
of detransitioning, 1.4 million. I was gay, she was trans, 1.1 million. Conservative versus trans.
Bro, this list is amazing.
I mean, I did one recently. I did one recently, right?
No, you did Knowles versus transgenderism, Knowles versus protesters. That's got 2.4 million.
Oh, well, people.
First of all, he's reading his he's reading his OnlyFans account. What does gay smell like? I believe it smells like Cumtown. Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm going to automatically make an apology video for that joke. Immediately going to make my apology video to the LGBT community for that one. I love you guys. I just want you guys to know that. And I will take you down to Come Town, just so you guys know. It's Redong's fault. It's all Redong's fault.
I did one recently, right?
No,
you
did Knowles versus transgenderism, Knowles versus protesters. That's got 2.4 million.
Oh, well, people will come up at my events.
Story
so
of
debate
detransitioning, 1.4 million. I was gay, she was trans, 1.1 million. Conservative versus trans.
But you know why they started coming after me?
No longer gay.
No longer
not
gay.
dating trans is bigoted.
That one? Hold on.
Man is confused by why people think he's a man. Heated debate, LGBT. So you just yell. So you argue with gay people.
No,
all the time.
They argue.
Job?
They argue with me.
You could have gone to finance. Why do you you went to Yale? Why do you?
I could have gone to McKinsey or something.
Does this feel like a little bit like a?
No, you know why they came up and argued with me?
Why?
Because I gave a speech.
Because you said that they should be eradicated.
That is why. I didn't say they should be eradicated. I said the ideology.
You know what you're doing.
I love Adam Friedland.
I'm being clear with my language.
You're not being clear with your language.
I was being clear. Yeah.
You know
You
what
just
you're
said your audience is illiterate. I'm explaining to you the precision of...
Mama Brooke, I just read your comment about your mom. Oh, that is too funny. Oh, dude, I was just joking because I watch everything on like 1.5 or 2, right? Because I watch a lot of really long content. So I watch a lot of like philosophy content and stuff like that. I like to get through like multiple videos. A lot of the stuff that I'm into has a lot of background research and stuff on it. So I'll listen to things on 1.5 or 2. But a couple times I've tried to listen to stuff on super fast, on super fast playback speed on here. And my entire audience is 45 and older, right? Every time I have tried that, people are like, stop! Why are you doing this to us? But if my kid, who's 15 years old, walks in the room while I'm watching something on like 1.75, 2.0, she's like, "Yep, that's the speed. That's the speed we watch it on." It's so amazing.
My audience, these people have mostly PhDs in gender
You
studies.
just said... fair enough. All right, that's reconciling.
Listen, we're both straight guys, right?
Yes.
We're both men's men.
The alpha men. Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to be a gay guy.
Yeah.
What am I going to tell them
tough.
what it's like to be a gay guy?
It's probably tough. Yeah. Well, you would tell at least. Look. Again.
What is the objective, right? So, like, I watched the 20 gay guys versus you in.
Oh my God! Every Michael Knowles title sounds like gay porn. I'm fucking not joking. Come on, 100%. Sorry, guys.
Who explained sexual harassment to you and me? Sexual harassment, panda.
Okay, back to it.
That sounds worse the way you just hold on.
Okay, it sounds worse. It's a ridiculous concept, right?
Is it?
By the way, we pitched one and they said yes and then they said no, right, Caleb?
What was the topic?
The pitch was that bodybuilding is destructive to American culture. So I wanted it to be 20 bodybuilders against one wimp. And I was going to be like, this leads to toxic masculinity. It leads to Andrew Tate. It's gay to have fashion muscles.
It's so amazing that he can like make fun of him right in front of him and he laughs. It's so amazing.
Why would they reject that? That's a great episode.
Because I think they realized I was taking the piss. Bizarre
Which
video
Michael Knowles is not
male
figure out.
Cheerleader for Minnesota Vikings.
Reject that. That's a great episode.
Because I think they realized I was taking the piss. Bizarre video shows male cheerleader for Minnesota Vikings.
Huh?
What? Yeah, huh? Exactly.
That was one of mine?
Yeah, you got 82K. You know,
that's not a big video. That's a very minor video.
But did you have a big old thing?
What?
Here's the thing, right? Yeah. I know why you're doing it, right?
Doing what?
Did he have a big old thing?
Objective. If you're debating LGBT person, what's the objective?
I don't think he's taking the joke, Redonk. There's a big difference between understanding that people are laughing with you, and there's a whole different side to not understand that people are laughing at you. And Adam Friedland is not laughing with him. He is 100% laughing at him.
For that debate. Do you want to convince them not to?
They usually come to me with these things, so I guess they're upset that I think we should get rid of transgenderism. So I guess the objective is
transgenderism?
Bro, have you ever seen Michael Knowles, Redonk? Michael Knowles isn't capable of getting mad, because if you get mad, you might have to do something. Look, Michael Knowles is no Matt Walsh, Redonk, all right? He doesn't have a fake beard to hide behind. And I mean that in every sense of that word, of that statement. Michael Knowles does not he does not possess the muscular body frame that is necessary to be able to get mad in a way that is appropriate, where other people are like gonna take you seriously. If Michael Knowles gets mad, everybody around him laughs at him, and he knows that shit. He ain't gonna get mad. He ain't got a chance to get mad. That's not an option to get mad. This man has no chance in a fight.
Is it that transgender people, or is it?
It's the belief that a man can be a woman. That's the.
And
that's
who
the
came up with that? Who's the author of that?
A bunch of deviants and ideologues.
Who, where did it come from?
Well, it often is traced back to Magnus Hirschfeld in the 20th century.
Okay, yeah.
But it's an ideology that has cropped up at various times throughout history. It's kind of Gnostic. It would go back to some of the ancient Gnostics to suggest that your true identity has nothing to do with your body.
Yeah, but those people didn't have toilet paper.
Show me your war face.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They had good aqueducts, though.
I don't know, dude. But don't you want to be a nice guy? Don't you want to be nice?
No, I don't care about being nice.
Why?
I want to be a good guy. I want to be, courteous.
It's a little nosy. It's a little bit nosy.
It's not nosy when they demand that I lie, and I'm not going to lie because that's a mortal sin.
Do you post in the vid, bro?
But they're the ones who want the debate, and they're the ones who made it a political issue.
It's your vid, though.
Yeah, I'm reacting to it.
You're doing numbers with it, right?
I am doing numbers with it.
And the other thing is this, be honest.
Because
right?
people agree.
Be honest, in terms of the culture war aspect of it.
Yeah.
The libs walk in on that every single time.
Every time. Right? Yeah. Well, now I think it's changing. I think they lost. I think they got destroyed on that issue, and they're starting to give it up. Because it's ridiculous.
They're starting to give it up?
Dude, he beat the gays. Michael Knowles won the war against the gays. There's no more gays. They've given up. How can you take these people seriously? I'm sorry. If you take fucking Knowles seriously, you're a fucking moron. You can't use soft language with these people anymore. You can't. If you take Matt Walsh seriously, you're a moron. If you take Michael Knowles seriously, you're a moron. I'm sorry. They just you can't take this shit seriously. No fucking way.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing from your side is this all day long.
Yeah.
Okay?
But we didn't start it. It was the left that pushed this in the elementary schools and in the sports league.
Wait. Hey. Religion hasn't been talking about the gays for 2,000 years? When did this originate? Was it fucking 2000 BC? Some gay dude ventured up on a Roman dude who was having sex with another dude and was like, yo, I want to debate gayness. I don't think that's how this works.
I'm saying, seeing you guys highlighting.
Yeah, because they forced it on us and we reacted.
It doesn't.
He said the gays forced it on us. There's a lot of gay innuendo going on here.
Seems to me like a big deal. Right?
Well, if it's not a big deal, then why doesn't the left just give it up? It's not a big deal. Let them give it up.
Give up
give up transgenderism. Stop putting boys in the girls' bath.
He said, give up transgenderism. Oh my God. Stop putting boys in the girls' bathrooms. It's not happening, dog. It's not happening. That's the fucking point. How many transgender people, of all the people that are watching, how many times have you guys seen transgender in the same bathroom? How many times have you guys had to save a person? It's fucking dumb. And it's just creating fear. It's fucking stupid. Every time somebody has gone, the transgender people are assaulting people in bathrooms, I'm like, okay, show me the story. And they're like, what? I'm like, show me the story. Show me the story of the transgender person that assaulted somebody in a bathroom. And they're like, dude, it's all over the place. And I'm like, no, it's not. Show me the story. Nope. You know why they can't? Because it doesn't happen. But you know who you do have to be concerned about? You have to be concerned about leaving your children with a priest. You do have to be concerned about that. You know who else you have to be concerned about? Your family members. You have to be concerned about your family members. You know why? Because most children are harmed by their family members. You know who else you have to be concerned about? People like Michael Knowles. Because every single day I get to post another Facebook meme about some MAGA Republican that harms children. Every single day I can post a fucking mugshot of a MAGA Republican that has harmed children. You know what I can't post? One's about transgender people. It's crazy.
Stop taking over the sports league. Stop castrating the little kids. Give it up. It's not a big deal. Good. I agree. Then give it up.
No, I'm just saying it's not a big deal. Like, for your guys' agenda, right? I'm not hearing anything about conservative politics, right?
My agenda
I'm
is
not
the
hearing
truth in public
anything
life,
about. I'm barely hearing anything about the budget deficit. I'm barely hearing anything about insolvency.
I don't know. Castrating little kids is
I'm not
more
hearing
important.
anything.
Nobody castrates little kids. And that's what they do. You just say something really extreme, something that makes people fearful, something that makes them feel hate or anger, right? And then they stop thinking. And I know, it works. It works on me. Like, I hear or I see what we watched. We watched the other day. We watched that lady get sprayed in the face with mace by that ICE agent, right? Like, the next thing that I have to say is hard. Because there's so much emotion from seeing that, right? It's so hard to speak in any way that's like helpful or positive after seeing something like that. So all the right does, and Adam Friedman's making an amazing point here. The Conservative Party does not exist anymore. Conservative Party is gone, wrecked. That ship has sunk, okay? And the boat that has arisen in its place is MAGA Republicans. And MAGA Republicans know they're not going to win off talking about taxes. They're not going to win off, discussing immigration in a way that's actually like logical or intelligent. The only way that they can win with the people that are in their party is to keep them afraid, to make them hateful, to make them stay angry, because they started by staying angry. They made them angry at the beginning, and that's a moving train. That train don't have brakes. If you want to stop that train's got to crash. And when you crash as a person that is filled with fear and anger and hate, what comes after that is depression. What comes after that is sadness. Because like I said at the beginning of this, people get it wrong. Religious people get it wrong. Heaven and hell isn't some kind of physical thing that exists. Heaven and hell exist in earth. They exist within your brain. Because when you do good things, when you help people, when you do things that are genuinely morally rewarding, you experience a positive mindset. You experience happiness. You experience heaven. And when you do bad things, when you do negative things, when you cheat on your spouse, when you lie, when you harm people, you have a negative headspace. And that is hell. Whether or not the Bible meant for you to get that, or the Bible only meant to use it as a source of control, doesn't really matter. The truth is, heaven and hell both exist, but they're in your head. And it does turn out that the better person you are, the more of heaven you will experience. And the worse of a person that you are, the more that you will experience hell.
than the budget deficit.
You think that if Social Security is insolvent, that's less of an important issue?
There you go.
I'm saying, and that's your guys' issue.
I think Well, yeah, I mean.
But I'm not hearing shit about that.
No,
I'm hearing about babies' penises.
Yeah, babies. Well, they're not castrating babies.
You guys talk about kids' penises all day long.
I think
it's a little bit perverse to me.
No, well, we're not the ones who started it. Okay, this is what the libs do. They say, hey, we're going to chop up little kids. We're going to teach them a bunch of weird sex stuff in kindergarten. And if you object, you're...
No, the left doesn't say that. No, the right does. The right says that's what the left says. I have never met in my entire life, and I know almost nothing but liberal people. I have some conservative friends. Not MAGA. I have conservative friends. I've never met a single liberal that has ever talked about any of this shit that these people talk about.
You're the weird one. Why are you talking about this? Because you're doing it. It's weird, man.
Is it happening?
Yeah.
Is it happening all the time?
All over the country. Well, now it's since there have been
all
laws.
The kids are getting their penises chopped.
Not all the kids.
How many kids are getting their penises chopped?
How
many guys?
Any number larger than zero
are playing
is a problem.
sports? It's like 5 people.
Yeah, no, it's more. There was a
study.
No,
there isn't.
A study just came out of the UN. It was something like 700 awards and medals were taken away from women because of the trans guys and the
700 medals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
You don't think that your guys think
no,
Social
it's not
Security
a lot,
becoming insolvent?
That's not my. Why are you saying that's my thing? I don't talk about Social Security.
Right, but I'm saying that entitlement, like
he's saying, he doesn't talk about conservative talking points because the Conservative Party is dead. It is nothing but MAGA Republicans, and MAGA Republicans only talk about fear, anger, and hate.
Reform is your guys'
Are you
thing.
like a BloomerCon? Is this 2008 now? We're talking about Social Security.
This is like baby penis gets clicked.
Yeah, that
baby penis does numbers.
Yeah, he's saying exactly what I've been saying this whole time. That the real problem with this country right fucking now is that a bunch of aggressively gullible people that wanted their lives to mean more than what they do now. More than getting up and going to work. More than having to pay bills. They wanted to be more than that. And people like Michael Knowles were like, you know what? You know what transgender people are doing? You know what the gays are doing? And you notice these are all marginalized groups. These are all people that none of these people know. So it's really easy to tell these people that these people are doing it because they don't have any type of engagement with these people. Ask any person that you know that has an opinion on transgenders that is of a MAGA Republican mindset. Ask them, how many transgender people do you know? How many people have you met personally in real life? How many have you talked to? How many have you asked? Because in fact, one of my earlier mods was transgender. I have transgender subscribers. I have had people that have been willing to let me ask them about transgender issues. Many of them have encouraged me to do so. And you would be very surprised by where their stances are on things like hormone blockers or surgeries or many other things. Because I actually want to ask the people that this is supposedly happening from, not just sit in my own little fucking bubble and just be afraid.
Just admit. That's why you're debating.
I am not admitting that. No.
Baby penis does more numbers than like Social Security will go bankrupt, which it used to be.
Pointing out visceral injustices against the most vulnerable and innocent people. Yes, it arouses more passion than like budgetary measures. That's true.
Bro, did you say arouses while he's talking about baby penises? Check this man's hard drive.
Yeah.
But it should. That's just human nature.
But like, why do you want to be the boss of that?
Well, because it's an injustice that we need to correct in a self-government. That's what politics is.
I've met trans people, right? Yeah. And they've expressed to me that it's like, it must suck if you think that you're not in the right body, right?
Yeah, we should help
I don't fucking understand, right? So
what don't you understand?
What it's like to feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sure it involves a lot of pain. So are you going to affirm them in that painful delusion that makes them more miserable, or are you going to try to help them by telling them the truth?
He has no fucking idea what he's talking about. Holy shit. These are the same dudes that try to tell women about abortions. Holy shit. Like, how can you miss the point when it's right there in front of your face? And this is why the dude laughs when he's being made fun of. because the shit he says doesn't make sense. It shows like bald face right up front how ignorant he is.
What I don't want to make the rules for someone that
well,
I
you
don't
live in a
understand.
self-government in America, and so you're supposed to weigh in on it. That's what voting.
So you're saying the rules should be what?
The rules should be that we acknowledge reality. That
So, like,
men and women are different.
If you're
yeah, we should acknowledge reality that there are people that are born into the biological body of a certain sex that have components of their brains that make them feel as though they are the other sex, because this isn't fucking religious bullshit. It's science. And there are studies. There are NIH studies that show gray matter in the brain of transgender people is different than what we call male or female, XXXY. There are studies that show that biologically a person may have the genitalia of a male but possess the brain makeup, the biological brain makeup of a female. That's the conversation that needs to be had. Is how do you help people in a society that were born with these physical characteristics that don't match the biological brain characteristics? And we can't have that conversation when we have a bunch of people that are only interested in selling fear. It's impossible.
You have kids, right?
Yeah.
If your kid was like, I'm gay, what would you tell him?
I would say, I'm pretty and witty and gay too. I'm very happy. But
no, you're doing the thing. I've heard you just say that in other things. Because you did theater. You also were in gay movies. You played gay guys. And now you
I played a
think
couple
that
gay bisexual characters.
What does that mean?
Bro! Oh, I fucking love Adam.
Bisexual is even gayer than gay. What the fuck is bisexual?
I want you to know that gay character I played in the Yale movie, that is
you
the
played
straightest
gay
thing that ever
characters,
came
and
out
now
of
you
Yale.
say that it's a social contagion.
Bro, I played Satan in a play once. I'm not like, I go to church.
And so the story was that you being gay with another guy was a social contagion? No, your character was gay.
Yeah, but again,
Is that why you're doing this? Because you're embarrassed about the gay movies?
No, in acting. And listen, I'm a very old school.
Same.
Oh, yeah. So in the old days, it used to be when you
men were playing women.
When they were. That's true.
Yeah. Or boys were.
And in the old days, when you played a role, you would pretend to be someone that you were not. Like, for instance, I'm not the Prince of Denmark. But if I were to be in a Shakespeare play, I would pretend.
old days?
You went to some sort of freaking, I had to access some sort of molestation that never happened in order to access this
No, not that stuff. I I never got into that.
Where did you study theater?
I studied at the Stella Adler School right around the corner.
And what's the theory? What's her theory?
Well, it comes from the Stanislavski system at the Moscow Art Theater, and
which is you neg the target.
Which is yeah. No, it's that you use your imagination. Basically.
I saw something actually pretty interesting, kind of related to the gay debate that you were in, and I wanted to know I wanted to know if you'd seen this. No, because this is like an interesting take that I saw on homosexuality.
Yeah.
And I know you do a lot of reactions to like videos and the lot.
Now we can
Dude,
react.
he's so uncomfortable
So
right
I'd like
now.
I'd like you to tell me what you think about this.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
They do is called anal leaking. A man's anus is
No. This is a remix. Wait. You have to see this. No, this is interesting. This is a pastor from Uganda.
Okay.
And
he's fucking trolling.
Yeah.
I think
so. This is.
And Muslim.
But this is actually like I hadn't heard this before.
Ugandan capital of Kampala.
Okay.
Pastor Martin Sempa is rallying
Barack Obama back
for an
office.
anti-homosexuality bill that has drawn the ire of the international community, including the very American evangelicals. Some believe inspired the legislation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Sempa. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda.
At the press conference, Pastor Sempa was flanked by religious leaders, both Christian and
It's
Muslim,
interesting.
show
Continue.
unity seldom seen in Uganda.
Barack Obama. Because
Making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa.
Yeah, the Anti-Sexuality 2023 Act in Uganda that said LGBT people could be put to death. I made a video about this, about Tim, whatever his name is, going over to Uganda to show support to the Ugandan government for not only putting LGBT people to death or putting them behind bars for life, but also for putting anybody that even knew about a homosexual act taking place and not reporting it as well. Like, anybody that doesn't know about the Anti-Homosexuality Act of 2023 that they made law in Uganda, go look it up. It's fucking insane. It's insane.
In a room packed with local and international
I'll just show you the good part.
Yeah, hold on. That's less saucy than the...
and graphic.
I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals
So he watched gay porn.
One of the things they do is called anal leaking, where a man's anus is licked like this by the other person, like ice cream. And then what happens?
Dude, I told you he's fucking... He's trolling him so hard.
Even poo-poo comes out. The other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo. The other one they do is they have a sex practice called fisting, where they insert their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes into the anus all the way. And
he said, "Do they do that?" He's like, that sounds like it might be okay. Do they do that?
it is so painful. They have to take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children, please step out. This is a
now.
Guidance moment. Hey, that child can be moved out.
It was a little late.
I've done research. This is what they do.
No, hold on. What is it? Is it going to show us?
You can see
it's
a
blurred
man
out.
here having...
Dude, he tried to act like he wasn't going to look at it.
They sucked the other person's rectum, and the other person is poo-pooing, and this one is eating the poo-poo all over the place. Huh? Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except eating poo-poo?
Okay.
Yeah. He makes a good point.
Apparently they lick the other man's rectum like ice cream, and the poo-poo come out.
Yeah.
You could have mentioned that during your debate against 20 gay guys. I don't think that ever came up.
I didn't prepare enough. Is the
and
problem.
sometimes they do anal fisting where he put the arm
it's
into...
very painful, but
yeah,
they like
and they
it
must
anyway.
take drugs. Yeah. So do you feel as if Pastor Sasempa is a comrade or kind of like a
him
colleague?
especially? Actually, I would have to say.
I mean, he's really done the work on
Yikes.
this.
Yeah, no. For me, I was just looking up philosophy and anthropology, but
The philosophy of gay sex?
Yeah, well,
I think this guy did the
I
work
bet
and he
he
saw the
was.
poo-poo coming out. And I think he actually has a more first-hand kind of...
we might need more immigration from that area, because that is a job that the Americans don't want to do.
All right. I just wanted to show you guys Adam Friedland. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Go subscribe to Adam. He's pretty fucking amazing. Adam is both a very intelligent dude, and he's also super fucking funny. I love to see the dude debating people. I love to see the dude trolling Piers Morgan on his show. Adam Friedland is super dope. So make sure you go like and subscribe to Adam Friedland's channel. And that one was TAFS Clips. You can go check him out on his channel there too as well. All right. So, all right. I think I have enough time to do this. We're going to do it anyways. I think we're going to do it anyways. Yeah, we have Plato. We're going to do it whether or not we have time for it or not. I'll try not to interrupt this video so much, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm just going to have to interrupt this consistently the whole time because it's going to be so fucking funny. All right. So, Hassan Piker, as you guys all know, content creator. I'm not a fan of covering content creator drama. I'm not a fan of dunking on other people on the left, all that stuff. But what I am a fan of is the League of Politics videos that P.F. Jung makes. P.F. Jung is a enlightened centrist. Okay? Gotta throw up air quotes for the enlightened part. He makes these League of Legends videos about people. He's made them about Jordan Peterson. He's made them about Destiny. He's made them about... And now he's made them about Hassan. So, he just came out with this one. I haven't seen it, but I think all the other ones are super fucking funny. So, I wanted to watch this, and you guys should give P.F. Jung... I know he's a centrist. I know that drives a lot of people crazy, but he's not a bad dude, and I really enjoy these videos that he makes. Are you ready? Redunk, have you already watched this?
Welcome to this League of Politics Champion Spotlight, featuring Hassan Piker, the Prince of Wokeness.
If you have a podcast, that shit is gay as fuck, okay? It's soy.
Wow. Well, that wasn't necessary. I feel targeted.
Hassan Piker is one of the most well-known champions in League of Politics. Prior to his rework, Hassan Piker...
Whoa! That's not Hassan. Is that Hassan? Whoa. Whoa. That is so different.
was a very mediocre bro science brawler.
Proud of girlfriends that are going to do their best to cock block you because they're fat and lonely. Leave your...
Whoa! Okay. Yeah, I didn't know a lot about Hassan, but goddamn, son. I definitely have not seen this Hassan.
Your comments and ideas and opinions that I really truly care about in the section below. And if you don't, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to have sex with your dog.
In more recent...
So, somebody check on my dog.
recent patches, Hassan has become an extremely popular pick, not just with hardcore left-wing players, but with many casual players as well.
I love Hassan Piker.
Why do you love Hassan Piker?
I love him because I feel like he's so accessible to people who aren't usually into politics a lot.
Hassan Piker is a powerful jungler, with a kit that focuses on dealing and shrugging off tons of damage. Let's jump right in and see what the Prince of Wokeness can do on the Rift.
That's the broke talking, okay? Broke boy.
Hassan's passive is modern masculinity.
Oh, hold on. I should probably know more about Hassan before I start watching this video. That's a polar difference right there, my friend. That is a lot. That is a lot different than that first clip, dude. Hold on.
Unlike many weak and malnourished beta males on
Vosh catching a stray. Oh, fuck. Vosh caught a stray.
the left, the Prince of Wokeness has a progressive mind in a MAGA body.
All that masculinity?
Wait, did he say a progress? Was that an actual article headline? A progressive mind in a MAGA body? Oh, no.
All that gender-neutral masculinity, things could get out of hand. We have no problem admitting, for the record, that Mr. Piker is one heaping, helping hunk of a man. We're not ashamed to say that at all. We have no...
What the fuck? Is that real? This was before AI, right? Wait. Did that happen? Can somebody fact check that for me? Did Tucker Carlson call Hassan Piker a heaping stud of a man? What the fuck is going on?
Problem admitting that. No problem whatsoever.
This grants him increased resistance to attacks from more aggressive male champions.
Let's not detract the bravery of men who do things you're afraid to.
Oh my god. Andrew Tate needs to be drowned in a shallow puddle.
That's the first thing.
No. You are absolutely incredibly brave. You still might have CTE, but you are incredibly brave.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Whatever, it's fine.
Modern masculinity also increases the toxic masculinity of nearby teammates, as Hassan teaches them how to manipulate women into thinking you're more interesting than you really are.
An ally is disconnected.
Oh, that's that dude that's getting in trouble right now, huh? That's that, is that Mizkif guy? Is that who that, I'm probably, if that's not, I'm really sorry.
So the fuckboy mode that I engaged here, or fuckboy or fuckgirl mode here, is that you can have your red receipts on. Now this is a fucking big...
Dude, Hassan Piker went through some fucking arcs, didn't he? He really went through some arcs. There's a lot of different Hassan Pikers in here. My himbo hero swoons.
Secret, okay? This is a big bad secret that I'm telling you. This is something that you can do to show people that you, oh shit, I was too busy, I couldn't get back to you in time, I'm so sorry. And it is manipulative, and
we all had our bad stages, guys. We all had our bad stages.
Totally understand, but it goes off of exactly what I was talking about before as far as scarcity.
Out of context.
Hassan's cue is midwit Marxism.
I'm a dumbass. I don't know anything I'm talking about.
I'm stupid. Hassan targets an enemy champion and fires off a hot...
I like the country look. The country looks good. That's a good look.
Hot take on a random topic that he knows nothing about.
IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Change title. IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it fucking did. You fucking piece of... Yes, it absolutely did. You. Fuck you. You genocidal scumbag. You have no fucking dignity. You do not.
Yeah, and you guys think I give you guys a hard time in chat. Mama Brooke gives me a hard time. I don't think I've yelled at you guys like this yet. But you guys also haven't said some dumb shit like that, so. It might be in your future, okay? Stay in line, chat.
Not have an ounce of dignity inside of your soul. After looking at all of the new evidence, the Israeli counterclaim of this being a Islamic jihad.
Wait, now I need to know, is PF Jung pro or anti-Israel? He's an enlightened centrist. So that means that he's both, right?
Or potentially a Hamas rocket misfiring is not as unlikely as it was yesterday.
Remember when I told you Russia is not going to invade Ukraine because they do not have the economic incentive? That would be fucking psychotic. And everyone said, oh, well, what if Putin is just a crazy guy? Like, that's how you know. When you start saying, like, well, what if the guy that is leading an...
Look, in Hassan's defense, all right, it's tough to be up here for 3 hours at a time giving my opinion on this shit. I can only imagine what it would be like to be on stream like 5 days a week, 10 hours a day giving you guys my opinion. All right, just as many videos as I have made, there is probably endless clips of myself that people could just talk so much shit about. I'm gonna give him a pass.
Entire fucking nation is just...
Oh, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10, Mama Brooke. We are officially even. The blood debt has been paid. Thank you, Mama Brooke.
Crazy and not acting out of like an irrational way. That's when you've already lost the fucking argument. You're not like looking at it. You're not actually analyzing the situation at all. You're just now saying, well, what if he's just a villain and he wants to do murders and he thinks...
Turns out that's who he was.
It's poggers.
Today at 1, we're live in Ukraine as Russia invades in a major military assault by land, sea, and air.
Oh my God.
Midwit Marxism can also be used to give Hassan the appearance of being a high-level intellectual when rationalizing...
Oh, hell yeah, you went back to the light pink. That's the color, dog. You gotta stick with that light pink.
Otherwise deeply questionable takes.
If you're saying that about my head, you should see the size of my penis.
Henry
Whoa, what the fuck? I need to see Hassan reacting to this. Is there a video of Hassan reacting to this? There's gotta be, right?
College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these millionaire, billionaire, wasp fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course. A little bit better. You know what I mean?
Hot take, brother. Hot take.
Like, not stating.
I mean, a lot of this is probably taken out of context, right? A lot, like, look, anything I watch online, anything I read online, I've told you guys this before. I always think that the left, mind you, this is a person on the left always overreacts to things before getting the entire information. And this is a comedy video, so I'm going to assume that a lot of this is taken out of context. But you guys can enlighten me as to whether or not anything in here is not being taken out of context, and I will research that.
That it's a good thing that date rape
What's
is
up,
happening.
Skelts?
I'm saying that other countries exist on the planet.
Hassan's W is Red Fury. The Prince of Wokeness channels his inner rage, empowering his next attack to deal tons of damage.
Nice.
For instance,
Oh, shit,
I'll use
Destiny.
Hassan as an example. I'm not going to talk to a black person like Trihex and say, hey, the N-word, it's always...
Oh!
What do you think
Oh!
black people...
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little...
He kind of looked like Clark Kent right there. Oh, Jesus.
Liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude.
To be fair, that's exactly what every debate with me would sound like. That's all I'd be like, you're a fucking moron. You're a moron. Ad hominem is like my middle fucking name.
If Hassan is low on health, he can target a friendly champion with Red Fury, dealing damage to them and healing Hassan's ego for a percentage of the damage done.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day.
Jesus Christ! I have never watched a Hassan stream like that. I've only watched like 3 Hassan streams in my entire life, so I mean, there's that. Does that shit happen a lot? I mean, sometimes I do feel like saying that to people.
Okay, there you go. People clip it out of context. Suck my dick. I despise you. I despise you more than...
Dude, you guys gotta be nicer to me. I treat you guys so well. This guy's a huge streamer. I'm so much nicer to you guys.
anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer, okay? You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick.
Hassan's E is streamer stealth. The Prince of Wokeness temporarily enters stealth mode, making him undetectable and untargetable to nearby enemies. While streamer stealth increases the rate at...
Redonk only watched one and caught a Twitch ban.
Which Hassan generates passive gold income, this ability is also
he's a streamer that gets up and leaves. Oh, that's pretty amazing. I mean, you can't hate the hustle, guys. Don't hate the player, hate the game, okay?
Very heavy drain on his mana pool.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired.
Wait, uh-oh. Is Hassan the guy who originated the topic being a streamer is harder than being having a real job? Is that where this is going? Because I remember when people were talking about this and I was like, oh no, guys, I do both. And I can tell you right now, being a streamer is not easy, but it's definitely not as hard as working a real job. I'm sorry, 100%. All my content creator friends that I talk to, I love, I appreciate you, I respect you. I think you guys do have to work hard at what you're doing, but it is not the same as having to work like a fucking 8-hour shift at the mall, okay? Like, you have to deal with the dumbest people. Anything in retail, I will tell you right fucking now, is harder than streaming.
But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Although, guys, I did one 11-hour stream and I almost died. But I've also worked like 12 and 14-hour days at jobs and been way worse off. Like working like 12 or 14 hours at some of the places I worked. Like I worked at a furniture install company, right? And we'd work 12-hour days. And you would literally just come home and just fucking die. You would just go right to bed. Like you wouldn't eat, you wouldn't drink, you just go straight to sleep. The 11-hour stream, by the end of that stream, I was like mentally pretty fucked. I would say I was out. So I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's not as hard as an everyday job.
Clipped out of context.
Hassan's ultimate is Champagne Socialist.
Oh, hell yeah, dog!
Any context book?
Hassan becomes the ultimate team player, soliciting donations from all of his teammates to buy high-end items for their benefit.
Bro, this is why I do this stuff, okay? This is why I was like, I might not even buy this car in the end if it's like, you know, too much of a hassle. But like, I literally do this for that. Dude. That's the reason why I do this. Because
the one thing I'm going to say about that is that the left does need to be able to appeal to young people. And you can't appeal to young people by telling young people that they can't like having a nice car. You can't appeal to young people by telling them they can't have an iPhone. Like, you gotta find some way to be able to reach young people as a left-wing person that's appealing. Because the left thinks the way to reach young people is to condescend to them. The left thinks the way that you should reach young people is by lecturing them like you're their fucking parents. And that shit, like, I'm not a fancy car guy. You know, I drive a sedan, right? Like, I drive a family car because I grew up really, really poor. So I believe in doing things that make sense, that are logical. But if I knew somebody that thought, like, we should take care of the homeless, if I knew somebody that genuinely was a good person, I wouldn't be mad that they had a nice car as long as they also did the things that they talked about. Because life is balance. And that's what I like about democratic socialism, is it just seems more logical. It seems more down to earth. Like, the reason I like Zoran, right, is because Zoran seems like a dude that understands young people. He can go to a Wu-Tang concert. He goes down to the hood and talks to people. Like, I know this is a funny video and he's just making fun of him. I get the jokes. I'm just giving some commentary here. I do think it's funny, but at the same time, there's a big difference between enjoying your success and not being gluttonous and overdoing it, and also at the same time taking care of people and making sure that you're living by your morals, and being Elon Musk. There's a huge difference between those two things.
Content? I mean, I'm not even kidding. Yeah, so my community can have fun. Like, this is literally what it is.
As a true benefactor of American capitalism, Champagne Socialist allows Hassan to viciously criticize the United States.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
We're there
Oh, shit. That's the thing they brought up to Zoran, isn't it? Oh, no. That's a hard one. That's a tough one.
That in training, in a video game. And we fucking totally brought it on ourselves, dude.
Like I said, people say stupid shit. And this is coming from a guy. I'm not a Hassan dude. I don't and I mean I'm not a fan, and I'm also not a hater. Like, I have watched like 2 like videos. I think I watched the one on here with you guys about him talking about being at the airport or whatever. And like, I know who he is, obviously. He's one of the biggest streamers on YouTube, obviously on the left. So it's not that I'm unaware of Hassan. Let me make that clear. I definitely know who he is. But I don't really have an opinion because I don't watch a lot of his shit, right? I don't like watch a lot of other left-wing people's shit. So I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt here because I tell you guys should. And I'm going to guess that he regrets those comments. Maybe I'm wrong.
Holy
Maybe I'm
shit.
wrong.
We did. We fucking did in a video game.
And immediately walk it back with limited repercussions for his reputation.
So, you said America deserved 9/11.
Oh shit, Jank! Oh, this just made me remember something. We were on this space during the Zoran thing when they brought up the Hassan thing, and there's a dude from this space that worked with TYT that was saying he was there during all this shit, and he said everybody behind the scenes was so fucking pissed that Hassan had said that. That is too funny. I don't do much research on this stuff. He wasn't lying, though. It's true that destabilizing as well as overt and covert aggression. And yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Manny. What I'm saying is the way he said it wasn't great. The way he said it wasn't great. That's how young people talk, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. People do need paths to redemption. Like, I get what you're saying, right, Manny? Is that, like, if you want to have, like, a legit conversation about how America literally built ISIS, right? Literally built Al-Qaeda. Like, you know, you want to talk about, like, the Fast and the Furious shit. Not the movie, the actual, like, operation that the government did. The cartels in Mexico. Like, if you want to have, like, a legit conversation about that, you got to do it in a way where you're not super passionate, super emotional, because you're eventually going to say some crazy shit. I'm going to say some crazy shit. I have said some crazy shit. I don't think that a person should be clipped and then that's all you know about them. And once again, I'll say it again, the left does that shit way too fucking much. The left sees one clip of a person saying something and immediately they're like, fuck that person. I'm never going to follow them. I'll never watch their shit again. Like, this person's terrible. And they'll never give them either the benefit of the doubt or give them a path to redemption. So yeah, I 100% hear what you say.
Did you mean that?
They took all of that out of context.
Hezbollah, I don't have an issue with them, let's just say.
George Washington is the devil.
No, obviously not.
Shut down.
What up, Paul? Oh, did he say obviously not to that? Sorry, I missed that. That's too funny.
As a hyper-progressive jungler, Hassan is usually found on left-wing team compositions, with a few normie streamers added to the mix. In recent patches, Hassan has also found success when part of a team made up of Houthi terrorists.
Okay, I did know about that. I do know about... But wasn't that dude actually not a Houthi terrorist? Wasn't he actually like just like some kid? I mean, I could be wrong about that.
While decidedly...
I do remember talking about the Houthi terrorist kid.
A left-wing champion, Hassan's playstyle is very similar to popular right-wing champions like Joel Osteen. Both have large cult followings and preach against the evils of capitalist consumerism while living in wild opulence themselves. In the current meta, political violence is becoming increasingly popular, and Hassan Piker is very good at adapting to this new environment.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
I know.
It's just locker room talk, guys. Just locker room talk.
I also said in a video game, but to showcase the silliness of the statement of itself.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't, right, Manny? That's what I if I remember right. I can't remember all this shit. I don't remember all the drama dumb shit that happens on YouTube.
Okay, so it's like ironic, or is it Marxist revolutionary rhetoric?
But the most important thing to remember when playing Hassan...
Wait, okay. You guys could probably answer this for me. Maybe I should just go watch the guy's content. Is Hassan a Marxist? Is he, like, legit, does he believe in communism? Maybe you guys can answer that for me. I'll check out his stuff, too, to see if... I don't like wasting my life watching other streamers.
Hassan Piker is that no matter what happens, he'll never fail to shock you.
Kaya, please just fucking go... Just stop.
The electrocuting the dog thing. I'm not even going anywhere near that fucking subject. So PF Jung this is PF Jung's channel. If you guys just look, he's a centrist. He's gonna make you upset. Like, I have people that come in here and call me a centrist, and I'm like, I watch this guy's content, and I'm like, I'm not a centrist. Oh yes, he is a Marxist. John Hudson says no, he isn't. Oh, so that's just normal. I was just about to say it. I love that you guys both made that. I can't play the song, Redonk. I will get fucking copyright. I can't play that song. No, I'm not playing the song. I can't play that song. I'm going to get a copyright for that. Have other people made reactions and shit on it? Tell me if there's other people with reactions on it first. I don't want to deal with the copyright. I already got a copyright on my fucking new channel already. I don't want to deal with it. Tell me if there's other people making reactions to it, and then I'll think about it on the next stream. How about that? I did watch it. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, Shock My Dog by the Gucci Man, or whatever it is. The one you sent me, right? Son is serious scary in these clips, and he's being clipped about comments about video games. Okay. Thank you, AJ. And like I said, a lot of that shit, that's what it's going to be, right? Like people, I keep saying this over and over again, is people need media literacy. Anytime I approach any content, I'm looking at it through the lens of how does this person that's making this feel? Even if it's the left, right? Like if they're making a video about Trump, I'm always aware that there's not going to be any grace given for anything, right? And you know, my problem, of course, with that is that the left doesn't need to take things out of context with Trump. They just need to say the things Trump does and say the things that he says. Like that's in my opinion what people should be doing. But yeah, everything I react has Asmund did a react to it. Yeah, but Asmund's got how many fucking millions of followers? I don't know. Let me. No, I don't want to do it right now. Besides, I'm 15 minutes over already. It's too late. Redonk. Remind me next stream, and I'll see if there's other people reacting to it. Gucci Marks, is that his name? Gucci Marks. Gucci Mane. Remind me on the next stream. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, no, I can't do it. I definitely can't do it on this space. Because if they get a strike, that's like, then I feel really, really bad. Let me look and see. Maybe I'll do it Saturday. How about Saturday? Okay. You're emotionally. Didn't you say I have a Pinto? Robert, I've ridden in a few Pintos in my life. All right. And the song is fire. The song is amazing. Once again, when I watched the song, I was like, I wonder if Hasanabi's able to laugh at that. Like, if that song was about me, I would laugh at that. I don't know. I don't know if he would or not. I don't know the dude that well. But, okay, allegedly 15 minutes over. Regardless, dude, you missed the guy saying endure. Go back in the stream and find the part where the guy kept saying endure. All right, guys. I have to go talk to my wife. I have to go see my children. I have to go do things that are family. I could not get it out of my ear all week. So she said. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I truly will watch that video on stream if I can find other reaction videos that have done it, so I can make sure I'm not going to get a copyright strike. Probably do it Saturday. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to people that joined. Thank you to the people that donated. I do not have a McLaren. I drive a Subi, okay? It's a nice Subi, though. It's clean, all right? It's got stock rims on it, but it's good in the snow. Everybody, have a good night. And remember, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I hope to see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock.